Welcome. Welcome to the 2023 Closers Olympics. Listen, I am thoroughly excited about what we're getting ready to witness. Listen, this is the fifth round of the qualifiers. Here's the deal. The last couple winners that we've had so far, right, have been absolutely stellar. I'm talking about Scotty. I'm talking about Kendall, absolute beast, Noah, Ricky. And today we will find out who the fifth winner will be, who will be participating in the day one open run on the main event, July 28th, 29th, and the 30th. Don't forget, I am going to be giving away something extremely special today. Listen, we got some free tickets that we're going to be giving away. So you definitely want to make sure that you are participating, you are sharing this event out. Listen, we need some folk to do the most. We need some folks to do the absolute most today. Share the event. Listen, share it to anybody that you feel like want to be in the real estate space, even if they don't want to be in the real estate space, but they want to understand how to close more deals. Share it to these people. Okay? That's all we asking for. That's all we asking for. Listen, we got a phenomenal panel of judges. We got my guy, Nick. Listen, he's closed over 700 plus deals, over 700 plus real estate deals, owner of 7 different business, serial entrepreneur, speaker, sales training. Listen, all of the things. So that's just one of the judges. We got my guy, Blue Notes Brandon, real estate entrepreneur since 2017, 300 plus real estate transactions, vertically integrated in the real estate space, okay? And also has SaaS companies, talent sourcing companies, sponsored by God, now teaching thousands of people how to make money in real estate. Also, my guy, Liam, I Speed the Lead, the CMO of I Speed the Lead, okay? Made hundreds of thousands of cold calls. I mean, this guy's a fucking closer, 100%. These are the judges. These are just the judges. And we got a wonderful panel of excellent, extremely talented individuals that's going to be closing, hitting the phones like pit bulls. So it's nothing else for me to say. I'm ready to bring up some of these rules. We want to talk about some of the rules, what's going to be taking place today. Liam is going to be giving us that valuable information in just a few seconds. But listen, if you've already shared this event, if you've already just taken action at the speed of direction so far, put a number 1 in the chat. All of my people who have taken action and have shared this event out, put a number 1 in the chat. I want to see who you are. I want to see who you are. Put a number 1 in the chat because it's time to.
Oh, he was going and then he was gone. I don't know what happened. We lost him on the back end, but we're just going to keep this rolling, guys. I'm picking up right where Mr. Byron left off until he can come back here. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce the one and only Mr. Nick Luavano. I'm popping him up here. What's going on, baby? How you doing?
What's going on, Liam? How we doing today?
I'm doing well, man. I'm excited to have you as one of the judges because people don't know that you're somebody who beat RJ Bates. Tell us about that.
Well, first off, for everybody who's tuning in, you were in store for a treat because I actually did a little bit of digging on a couple of the contestants. So not only will you be educated, but definitely entertained. And probably one of the few guys to beat RJ, going one for call for call. So, and he was the winner, I believe, of last year's Closers Olympics. Been in, I think, all 3 years. So, for us to be able to have this platform, to be able to, share with people, not just how to close deals, but to see that live this year and for a treat today if you're on today.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Listen, I'm super excited. Who else we got? We got my guy Liam. Liam, can you give us a little bit of who you are, Why are you excited today? And also, let's break down these rules. Can we do that?
Absolutely. So the first thing about who I am, I'm a closer, man. I made hundreds of thousands of cold calls. I've got a really large community too, where we just do dials all day long. It's my favorite thing in the world. Other than that, I'm the chief sales officer and chief marketing officer for iSpeed to Lead. We did something like $4.5 million in revenue our first 12 months. So I know how to build big businesses. I know how to close deals. It's my passion. It's what I love. And for the rules for this event, they're simple. If on the back end, you guys can bring up what the scorecard looks like, what we're doing as judges is giving each of these closers a 30-minute time frame. In that time frame, the first pickup they get, timer starts, and it doesn't stop for anything. What goes on then is the judges will be giving them a score on each of these items. First off, we got rapport. Rapport is simple. How well are you building a relationship with the seller? Are you being credible to them? Are you telling third-party stories? Are you getting them to listen to them and build a connection where you're likable, you're trustworthy, and they want to do a deal with you? Next up is the negotiations. There's going to be give and take. How well do you do that? Then is the creative option. I know we got all you sub 2 guys in here in the back. We got Jen here today representing sub 2 too. So you guys are going to be here to watch this one. This is because we need closers that have a wide tool belt. You can't just have one thing you go to every single time. So we want to see people flex their ability to pitch creative. Now, creative can be anything under that belt that isn't a normal cash deal. So if you're going to be going for a novation, we're going to consider that creative. Doing a sub 2, creative. Doing a wrap, whatever you want to do, that's going to be creative. How well do you pitch it? Next is handling objections. When the seller is giving you some push, how are you navigating that? Are you falling to the wayside and letting them run you over? What is your way of, or your strategy for handling those objections? They're going to happen, and this is a big one. This is where people make it or break it. Then is identifying pain. Motivation is going to be the single most important thing in getting somebody to do a deal. If you are getting somebody to laugh or getting somebody to cry based upon their situation, you are so much more likely to get a deal done. So being able to truly identify what that pain is so important to understanding if we have a deal. Then for the verbal agreement, this is if you get that verbal, yes, I want to get this deal done at this price. Then the last two are the signed contract and net ROI. You don't get any points for net ROI unless you get a signed contract. And that signed contract, so far in the competition, not a single person has gotten one returned.
I love it. I love it. Man, listen, I know we got some phenomenal judges that's going to be joining you. And I know that you can be a little rough, man. I know you could be a little rough, man. So I know that this is going to be a very fair competition, right? And so I'm excited about that. We also have my guy Brandon. This is a good buddy of mine. I've known Brandon for forever. Blue Notes is in the building.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Yeah.
How you feeling, B?
How you feeling? That's the question.
I'm great, man. I'm honored to be here, man. I'm really excited. Man, this makes me feel like back in 2017 when I started, man. I got that feeling in me right now. So I'm excited.
Indeed. So I know that you've closed, just countless transactions, right? So what are you looking forward to today, specifically from the contestants?
Man, to be honest with you, I'm really looking for them to be a little bit creative when it comes down to the objections. I want to see how they handle the objections. I also want to see how can they get as far as creative when it comes down to strategies like lease options, novations, maybe terms. Those things I feel like really are really good nowadays just because of the pandemic and the moratorium and things of that nature. So I'm really looking to see exactly what they can do. How can they think on their feet? And I think that's what's most important when it comes down to the closing, and also seeing how many times you can have options to put out there to get somebody to truly say yes, right?
I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Man, well, I'm getting excited. I'm already getting excited. But listen, we got the Closers Olympics video up next. Thank you so much, Brandon, for that.
Appreciate
and we're going to get straight into this Closers Olympics video so we can check this out because we got a lot of important things to announce. Number one, we got some giveaways. So if you are moving with the spirit of a closer and you're moving at the speed of direction, make sure that you understand that we are watching everybody who is sharing the videos. We're watching the people who are commenting. We're watching the people who are the most engaged. And we have rewards for those people. We have rewards for those people. Yeah, we're feeling real Christmassy today. It's a real Christmas type of vibe. Yes, but do we have the video up next? Do we have the video so we could show people what they can look forward to? What they can look forward to in not very long. Do we have that video? If we don't, that's okay too. Okay. Well, shout out to the people who are participating real quick. Now, I just want to kind of recognize a few people. We got a Bell in the building, Rita in the building. My guy Michael is in the building. Brooks Wright is in the building. Looks like he is rooting for Tyson to win this thing. I love the faith. Matter of fact, if you could do me a favor while we get this video prep, who are you rooting for in the chat right now? I want to see, who do you think is going to win this thing? Who do you believe has the skills to take the crown okay, so we got Jen. I'm seeing Tyson. I'm seeing Jen. Okay. Oh, man, Jen. Oh, my God. They loving Jen. They loving Jen. This is looking like, oh, my, what's going on? Okay. We got the queen closer. Much respect. Tyson and Jen. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and get this video popping for the 2023 Closed Olympics.
When I close, doors open, every key I...
This is a competition. Somebody's going home with the top closer title belt.
If I did 189, would you have to talk to her, or could you agree to that? All right, let's do 189.9 then.
If I gave you 31, will you sign today?
Where's our time?
So
If that's a price we can do, is this something you'd be ready to move forward with today as far as like an agreement in place?
On urgency, closing time. Close it. Pick up the
Strap in. Everybody get excited. He was good.
But this guy's got skills, and his approach is different, and it works so well.
I look at rapport not as like, weather, sports.
That was probably top 5 that I've ever seen.
He moved us away.
The truth is, I already knew it. I'm so hot, I'm melting up in it like ice.
It's the noise talking and backing it up for me, and the consistency.
It's something that you're never going to be able to see, I think, replicated anywhere else. It's so much you can learn from this.
this is the best training series anybody could ever ask for.
Mr. Knox, we're taking care of him, and we're going to spend the money with the family for somebody I don't know, okay?
Yeah.
On every call, it's sell or be sold. Let's go.
Man, I thought that was going to be something.
Is that something that you would want to move forward with, though?
Yeah. Okay. Anything is possible. There is nothing holding you back.
Baby, you won. You won, man.
Yeah.
What you gonna do?
And that's the bottom line.
Close it. Hey, close it. Pick up the phone. Close it. Big ass bro. Close it. $1 million deal. Close it. It's all on you. Close it. What you gonna do? Close it. I want the proof. Close it. $1 million.
Oh, wow. I'm still jamming. Close it. Pick up the link. Close it. Hit the link and vote for your favorite person. Close them. Hey, listen, we got a link right now. Listen, make sure that you are voting for the person that you believe is going to take this thing. I'm seeing a ton of Tyson. I'm seeing a ton of Jen, right? I can't wait to hear Jen. I've heard a lot of things, right? But I need for you to hit the link. Go ahead and vote for the person that you believe is going to take the challenge today. And here's the deal. We got a special gift. Jen just let me know. We got a special gift. Right now, we have a bundle. That we're putting together, right? And this is special. So I need everybody to 100% take a moment and just understand that we have a bundle that we've put together for a very, very great price. These are early bird special types of deals that we get. All right. So what do you get in this deal? Okay. So you get 50 plus hours of 2020 and 2021 Closed Olympics live footage. You also get like a step-by-step sales course as well, okay? And you get the 2023 general admission tickets. Now, here's the deal. And this is what I like to tell people. A lot of times, right, a lot of folk want to wait till the last minute. They want to wait to the last minute and they want to get the tickets last minute. But listen, we got an early bird special right now. $297. You get your general admission ticket plus all of these other perks. 50 plus hours of 2020 and 2021 live footage, and you get a step-by-step sales course to go with it. So definitely you want to make sure that you're taking advantage of that while you still have time to pick up those early bird tickets. But up next, we have the Wheel of Names. And that Wheel of Names includes some very special people. Jen is one of them. Jennifer Shelton, Guy Cameron, and Jamar and Tyson Smith are all going to be a part of the Wheel of Names. So let's go ahead and get that thing up and running. Who will it be? Let me click this thing. Who we got? Wow. Tyson. My guy Tyson. All right. Are we going to spin it again? Let's spin it again. And looks like it's Guy. Guy next. Jen, the queen closer, and Jamar will be our last to go. So this is beautiful. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get this thing started, and we ain't going to waste a whole bunch of time. So who do we got up first? We got my guy Tyson up first, okay? And listen, Tyson, we go ahead and break down who y'all got coming. My guy Tyson, he's coming in all the way from Phoenix, Arizona, okay? Has closed hundreds of deals and is the best closer because my unbridled sense of confidence and a badass sales process. I love it. He said an unbridled sense of confidence. We're going to see. So where is my guy Tyson? Can we get my guy Tyson?
What is going on, everybody? How we doing?
Man, listen, your name is going crazy in the chat. Can you explain what's happening with that right there? Can you help me understand?
I got a lot of dogs riding for me, man. You know, what can I say? They've seen me do this. They know this is what I do. Like, that's what it is, man.
I love it. So, are you planning to take this thing home?
Yeah, absolutely. Would I be planning for anything else? What do you mean?
I love it. I just want to see that dog energy come up in you.
Well, you'll see it, man. I mean, when are we starting the timer? Like, let's go.
Let's go. All right, let's get to it. All right. What my judges? What's
up? Man, Tyson, we put the poll out. Tyson is up with 20 votes. The second closest is Jen with 12. So Tyson's got 60% of the total votes.
Wow.
Way ahead.
That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I'm ready to see what Tyson got going on. Look like he a crowd favorite.
You know, Tyson, man, he is killing it on TikTok. You know, sometimes I catch myself scrolling a little bit too much. And every time I do, he is live doing some type of closing challenge, always making dials. Always.
And actually, he's the favorite for the former champ, RJ. I think yesterday on the Zoom call, I think RJ had picked him as the favorite to win. So pressure's on, Tyson.
We gonna see.
We gonna see. Let's get it. I'm ready to take these notes.
Right on, boys. Yeah, get the note put out, man. It's gonna be good.
Beautiful. And then Tyson, just to remind you, make sure that you mute us so that you can't hear us, but we can still hear you.
Right on. All right, am I ready to start going?
Yeah, man, start dialing it down. We got the timer ready to rock.
All right, cool. All right. right, who we got?
Remember,
first?
people, the
Thomas.
timer will start as soon as he gets his first pickup.
Where is Thomas from?
You know, I think the first pickup usually tells a lot about somebody because if they have a good first call, it sets the tone for the rest of their pickups.
Hello, Thomas.
Who's this?
Hey, Thomas, this is Tyson. It looks like you filled out some information on my website about selling this property in Kalamazoo.
Yes.
Have I caught you at a bad time, brother?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Call me tomorrow.
Hey.
I'm on the highway and I'm on my way home.
You know what, Thomas? That is perfect. In fact, I only got a couple of minutes before my next appointment. Let's run through this real quick and see if it's even going to be a good fit. Do you have about 2 minutes we can do that?
Not really, because I'm on the highway and I'm by Springfield, Illinois, and it's just busy as hell.
All right. When would be a good time to give you a call back, Thomas?
Tomorrow afternoon.
All right. Tomorrow afternoon. What time is that? How about 1 o'clock tomorrow?
That should be good. I should be home.
All right. So at 1 o'clock tomorrow, you'll be home and we can have a conversation about me buying this house.
There we go.
All right. Sounds good, Thomas. We'll talk then.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.
I like to see that he tried to fight through it, but I don't like that he brought up the question
who's next?
of his now bedtime in the first place. I would say
Yeah,
don't
one of
bring that
those
up
things-
unless
right now.
One of those things that they're going to have to really determine quickly is if these guys are available to even have a conversation. You know, are they serious or are they curious? And is it worth even spending 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes of their clock on that particular salary? Anything to see.
That's a great point, Nick. Great point.
Now, the thing about that, he just got his clock started, so he's now 1.5 minutes into his timer. He's got it rolling. This is where we're going to see a true test of how well he can stay composed, because at this point, we see a lot of closers start to rush it. They get nervous. They see that clock. That's all they can think about. They rush their process.
Hi, you're free.
Come on, Dwight. What you got going on, man? His house is in Lynchburg, Virginia. Can't be too much.
Jumping straight to that double dial. Remember, people, when you're calling leads, you want to do a double dial if they don't pick up right away. In fact, I'd recommend doing a triple dial back to back to back.
Triple dial all day long.
Facts. Sometimes you might have to even change the DID, you know?
Hi, you're free.
No answer from Dwight. He gets to hold on to that house one day longer.
I love the confidence, though.
All right, Werner is up next. Werner. Out of Cleveland.
Brian, so you're saying triple dial is the new single dial.
Brian says triple dial is the new single dial. I love that, man. I'll call him 5 times, dude.
We'll see how this clock starts to kind of. You can play with somebody's mind this early on in the
All
competition.
right, one more try for Werner.
Almost 4 or 5
Werner,
minutes.
bro. That's a tough name. That could not have been fun in elementary school.
Your call has been forwarded.
Bro. All right. Who we got next? Charles. All right. Charles. I got a good feeling about him.
Todd Banks is where the lead's coming from. They're all coming from ispeedtolead.com.
Damn, we got Monkey in my TikTok chat. Says he mixes 4 Loco with hot dog water. That's insanity, bro. Don't do that, man. That's ridiculous.
Your call has been forwarded.
All right. We'll give Charles one more shot.
Mino, that is a fantastic question. Every person only gets 30 minutes, 1 round. All of the 3 judges' scores are added up, and then their cumulative score is what is rated against the others at the end.
Your call has been forwarded.
Nothing from Charles. All right. Tanya. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Tanya. We're in Detroit.
Your call has been forwarded.
Bro. No way.
It happens.
Got that do not disturb on.
This is the game. It's gonna happen.
Does the timer stop when there's no one on the phone? No. No. Michael says, what do you use to triple dial? So a triple dial isn't going to be some type of software that you're using.
Michael, what do I use to triple dial? My thumbs, dog.
Yep. You're putting their phone number in, you're calling them back to back to back. Don't confuse that with a triple line dialer, which you'd be doing for cold calling.
All right, we got
These
John.
are hot leads. If they're on a call when the timer goes out, will they get to finish said call? No, they do not. Everybody, we got the one and only Munif Saza up here in the chat. This man is killing the game. Daniel Quijano, we know this guy too.
Hello, Lisa.
Here we go.
Hello, Lisa. Hello, Lisa.
Yeah, you really low. I can't hear you.
Oh, gosh. Let's see. I'm speaking right in the camera. Is this any better?
Let me turn it on. Hello?
Hello?
Okay, I got it on speakers.
All right. Can you hear me all right, Lisa?
Yeah, I can.
All right. Lisa, my name's Tyson. The reason I'm giving you a call is it looks like you filled out some information on my website about selling this property over on Ridgedale Avenue.
Yes.
Have I caught you at a bad time?
No.
Excellent. Well, it's what I'd like to do is take about 5 minutes to ask you some more questions about the property. And at the end of the call, one of two things will happen. One, it fits my company's buy box and we're going to have a cash offer for you. Or two, it doesn't fit our buying criteria and I'll be able to give you some other options that'll better fit your needs. Does that sound fair?
I'm okay. Come on.
All right. Well, hey, listen, Lisa, while I'm getting the property pulled up, can you catch me up to speed? What's got you looking to sell this place?
I've been here for 26 years.
26 years. And you've decided it's time to move?
Yeah, when our police department got sued, I moved out here. I got a deaf child.
Yeah.
So I moved this home because it was all elderly people. A lot of them that passed away left the homes to their kids and grandkids, and it's just not how it was when I first moved out here. It's a couple of us still original here, about maybe 7 homes. But most of the people that passed away and left it to their kids or grandkids and things of that nature.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So what do you think is next for you? It sounds like you're currently living in this property. Okay. And let's say you were to sell it. Where would you be looking to move to?
I really don't know exactly where. Probably up in maybe like in Olivet area.
Okay.
We're looking at some stuff.
Okay. Let me ask you, Lisa, let's pretend for a sec that I'm able to make you an offer today that makes sense. How soon would you want to be moving out of this property, get paid for it, and be on your way to a new spot?
I get out of here. I got family, so I can put my stuff in storage and go stay with somebody if they got the money.
Okay.
I can get out of here whenever.
Okay. So then, I mean, how soon would you want to see that being happening then? Like, have you already spoke with your family members about?
You come with the money, I'll be ready to go.
I come with the money, you're ready to go?
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
No problem.
Okay.
And I did all the windows around here is all new from Champion Windows. You can pull them in from the outside and wash them in the inside without going out to wash them. It's a new HVAC system that just got put down there, still under warranty with those heating and cooling. I also put a gate on the back. We put a gate over our air conditioning unit on the outside because they stole it before. So we, put the gate around it so it can get stolen again.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a lot of good upgrades in here.
Yeah, it sounds like it. So tell me, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being we'd need to tear down the property and restart, and 10 being it's fresh off one of those HGTV flipping shows. What would you rate the property?
This house was built in 1926. That's why I bought it for the character. So everything in the house is original to the house, and that's what I liked it about the character. Like I tell anybody when they say, when to buy this place, all you would have to do if you want to do something is stain the floors, change the paint color. You don't have no, hard jobs to do here. You can't do nothing. If you try to knock a wall down, that's going to be a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because I don't even make this material anymore. I know what my home is worth. For the roof, I don't need a roof. People came out here about a year or 2 ago. We had some tornadoes and stuff in the area. And they got on my roof and said, I have a triple roof. I'm never going to need a roof. I just know my property, and I know the value of my property. So
Okay. So based on its current condition, what do you think is a fair price for it?
And it's everything. I mean, the money, because ain't nothing wrong with my house. It ain't falling, ain't dwelling, ain't nothing messed up, plumbing, nothing. So why would I go even less? I want at least close to that 110. I got one man that gave me 110 and waiting on him supposedly to call back, but he was okay with the 110. That's what I paid for it. So I would try to get close as that I can. But, sometimes it don't work that way.
Okay. So you paid.
I'm not hard up for the money. So that's my thing. I don't have to go. I mean, I get calls all the time, and I've been doing this probably roughly over a month or so.
You've been doing what over a month?
Trying to sell my home.
Yeah. You've been trying to sell it for $110,000?
Yes.
Okay. And then did I hear you correctly? You say that's what you paid for it?
That's exactly what I paid for it.
Okay.
$10,000.
Gotcha. Oh, let me ask you, Lisa, have you spoke with a realtor about listing this property?
No, I don't want no realtor to sell my. That's a commission I have to give away. I know what I want for my property. What he gonna do that I can't do? I'm just gonna show them my home. Either they want it or they don't. Like I don't have to sell it. It's just I want to move because of the area, but I don't have to sell it.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Well, I mean, I'm just going to be honest with you, Lisa. From what I'm taking a look at as an investor, I'm not going to be able to pay you $110 for it.
I'm sure everybody can't get there. I'm sure. It's just I told you there's only one gentleman who went all the way there. Some people saying they need a little wiggle room because they got to do that. So.
Okay. So look, as an investor, I can make it really easy for you. I can buy it as is. I can make it, very seamless from when you sell the property and you can, move on to where you're looking to go.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not going to have any of those commissions you were talking about that you would need if you listed with an agent. There wouldn't be closing costs. So if I could do that, what do you think is the best price you could do for me?
What's the best price you think you can do? Because I'm being said I would have put the 110 closest as possible. But where is your cutoff link?
So I'm not sure right now. I would have to take this information to my underwriters and they'll let me know. What I can tell you is I'm kind of looking at some other properties that are for sale right now. And I see one around the corner from you that's right now listed for $55,000. And it seems like a very similar property. Looks like everything's in great condition. The only repairs it would possibly need is just to update it. Like if we wanted to remodel it and make it brand new, we could do that, but it's perfectly livable right now. And that one's for sale for $55,000.
You better go back.
Yeah. You think so?
Go ahead and get it.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I'm just looking around and I can actually see 4 of them that are going to be around.
That house was not built when mine was built. It's a whole difference. You on a whole nother street.
Well,
I don't care what you see over there. That's why everybody call me. I'm telling you what my price is.
Yeah. Hey, absolutely, Lisa. I totally get that. And look.
And taking it back to your investors and do all that. My little brother, corporate lawyer. I don't care about none of that. I know what my home is worth.
I hear you, Lisa.
Public record, so to ask me that, y'all can look it up. Y'all see what I paid for it. That's what I paid. And I know I probably ain't going to get the exact money back. Of course, sometimes you can't do that. But I know it's a booming thing that's going on right now. And I know my worth of my house.
Absolutely. And I get that. And honestly, I appreciate that, Lisa.
Not all the time. I had people came here to actually let me know what my home is worth. They don't even make these materials anymore. That's why my insurance off the roof. Because they can't, they keep telling me if something happened to it, they just got to give me $1 million plus. They don't have a value on my home. They don't even make this material no more. I'm not trying to go nowhere, and I'm not hard out for no money.
Okay. Well, I mean,
Whenever y'all, you come up, let me know. If not, I understand.
well, here's what I can tell you. I can't pay 110. I'm not sure exactly what I can, but do you have a price that would work for you? I know it wouldn't be 110, but do you have a number I could go to bat for and see if we can make that happen?
Just try to get close as you can and just say this all we can do. That's what I'm saying. I don't have to move.
Yeah.
That's what I'm still trying to say. I don't have to move. And this house, it was good when I got her, and it's still like I keep telling people, the material don't make no more. I can't, when they say, what we have to do, when you come here, all you have to do is paint. Cosmetic, paint. That's all. You gonna paint, you gonna change the paint color. There's nothing else you can do. You can't knock the wall down. If you do, it's gonna be a hell of a lot of money. Because when my pipe messed up in the bathroom and they had to go through my daughter's bedroom to actually fix it because they don't make the material no more. It's concrete and chicken wire. It was hard as hell for them to get in. It took days and days before they even knocked it down to fix a pipe.
Gotcha.
About my house is a good house, and I know it, so it's okay. But just let me know, sir. It's okay,
All right. Sounds like a plan. Well, I absolutely will let you know. I appreciate your time, Lisa. And if anything changes on your end, you got my number. All right.
Okay, I do. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye. Naaman, I don't know where you got a MAO of 78 grand for that house. I wouldn't buy that thing for 15,000. It's maybe worth 110, but yeah, we got some work to do on price on that one.
We got Mr. Elijah up in the chat here saying he's eating up all his time.
Who we got next?
Post and pivot. I'm with Elijah on that. I'm with Elijah.
Israel.
Man, you guys are lively in the chat. Munif is having all types of conversations. Of course, Daniel's always going to have something to say.
Hello, Israel? Yes, this is he. Hey, Israel, this is Tyson. I was just giving you a quick call because it looks like you filled out some information on my website about selling this property in San Antonio.
Yes, sir.
Have I caught you at a bad time?
I'm actually on the road right now. I'll be home in about an hour.
Okay, hey, perfect. Listen, Antonio, I just got a couple of minutes before my next appointment. Do you have about 1 or 2 minutes we could talk and just make sure we'd be a good fit? And then if we are, we'll go ahead and set up a call in an hour.
Sure.
Awesome. Well, hey, look, I'm getting the property pulled up on my end right now. While I am, real quick, can you just catch me up to speed on what's got you looking to sell this place?
Just looking to get out of town. I want a little bit more land.
Yeah. And how soon are you looking to do that?
As soon as possible.
As soon as possible?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell me real quick about the condition of the property?
I mean, it's in good condition. We bought it 3 years ago. We've done some updates to it. Kitchen, quartz countertops, island, opened up some walls. We did the restroom. Redid the flooring, moved some stuff around. It's actually got 2 homes on the property.
It's got 2 homes?
2 homes. The front house which is what pulls up when you pull up like the demographics or whatever. And so that's 1643. But the back house, it's a 3-bedroom, 1 bath. And the back house is 1,380 square foot.
Okay. And how's the condition in the back house?
The back house could use an exterior redo because it's just like hardy board. But the interior, brand new flooring. The walls are good. Doors, the inside is pretty good.
Okay. So it sounds like you're wanting to sell both of the properties.
Yeah, I mean they're both on the same parcel. Of land.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And how much are you looking to get for them?
We're just starting, so we have Orchard coming out on Monday. And I mean their preliminary offer just based on what they're getting online was $326. But like I said, that's just based on the front house. I mean I'm looking somewhere around 375 if we could push it that way. Where we are.
Okay.
That's the same thing I told them when they come out. I'm like, look, like y'all are going just based on the front. I'm like, so realistically, I'm looking like north of 375, closer to 4.
Okay.
Because they swear that they have realistic market value, blah blah. They're not trying to lowball. So I'm like, okay, so realistically, we're looking 375 for.
375 for. Understood. So you said that you want to have this sold as soon as possible, correct?
Yes.
All right. So does that mean like if I was able to get close to that number you're talking about, 375, 400, is this something you'd want to close in like 2 weeks or close in like a month?
I mean, if it's closer to 400, we could probably do the 2 weeks to 21 days. Like I'll go home and tell my wife, and then we'll meet with you guys through Zoom or whatever, and then get her done.
Okay. Sounds good. So just to confirm, if I am able to get close to that number, is this something you'd be willing to move forward with today?
I got to run that by my wife, but yeah, I mean, that's something we've been talking about.
What do you think your wife would say?
If it's 4, she'd probably say yeah.
Probably?
Probably say yeah. Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, what I'll do then is let me take this information over to our underwriters, and I will give you a call back, and I'll let you know exactly where our offer would be. All right?
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Waste.
It was a good call.
All right,
I
we
want to
got
wait
what?
too much for that.
8.5 minutes left, bro. That's time for a contract.
I'm
That's
liking
time
that
for a
he's staying confident with it.
What we got
Liking
here?
that he's
I
staying confident
agree with
it.
you.
Is this Gallatin or Galentine? I know I've looked this up before, but I don't remember. Gallatin? Galatine? Got to be Gallatin.
These guys are going to have to adjust. They're going to have to adjust and recognize serious, curious, quickly. Sounds like the last two sellers that he had just weren't even in the same ballpark. They were out down the street.
Yeah.
Please leave your message for.
I think the biggest thing, right, is understanding your seller avatar. And if you don't really have that, it's difficult for you to,
Please
stay
leave
on
your
the phone with
message
somebody.
Damn it.
100%. What type of avatar do you use? Because I come from the Sandler sales method where we use disc
Oh,
scores.
we got my
What do you
boy
do?
Ronald. That's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
100%. So I actually use what's called TOOM, which is timeline, ownership, occupancy, motivation. So I'm trying to find out how soon they want to sell, what's going on with the occupancy. Am I talking to the correct person and all the parties? And then what is their why? The house and the reason. That's all byproducts, right? I need to know why they want the money because that's what they really want to sell the house for.
Hi, you reached your own cell phone, sir.
Landon asked, that counted as a close? No, that has not counted as a close. A close is signed contract returned.
I think there's going to be a little bit of, for all the other contestants that are getting ready to ramp into this thing. You can learn a little bit. I think there's going to be a little advantage
Bro.
through the wheel.
Somebody in TikTok chat said I look like a magician, like somebody who does magic shows. Like P.T. Barnum or like David Copperfield? All right, who we got? Jimmy. Topeka.
See, I'm liking the advice that Daniel's putting in the comments. This one here, that intro's heard every call he's had.
Hey, it's not meeting.
Hey, Jimmy.
Yes.
Hey, Jimmy, this is Tyson. I was just giving you a quick call because it looks like you filled out some information on my website about selling this property on Mission Avenue.
Yeah.
Have I caught you at a bad time, bro? No. Right on. Well, look, what I'd like to do is take about 5 minutes to ask you some questions about the property. And if the property fits our buying criteria, we'll have a cash offer for you within the next 10 minutes, okay?
Well, I've got an offer right now.
All right.
So you have to beat it.
Nice.
when we waste any time talking, wasting your time.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Tell me about this other.
I got a signed contract here for $47,000.
You already signed it?
Yes.
Oh, wait, you have signed that contract?
Yes.
Oh, gotcha. Well, then, unfortunately, I wouldn't be able to make another offer for you. If you signed another agreement, that would be fraud. But congratulations.
I can always cancel this if you make me a better offer.
I don't think so, man.
All right. All right.
All right, I appreciate it. Have a good one. I've made that mistake before, back in my younger days. All right. I can cancel it. Is this what my sellers think? They're like, oh, shit, yeah, I signed a contract with Tyson, but I can cancel it if I get a better one.
I don't know if I agree with that wholeheartedly. I would have liked to see him dig a little bit deeper, see what the situation is.
Hello?
At the tone, please record your message.
The fuck?
Especially now with the time crunch, you have somebody on the phone. Even if you can't get something closed in this time frame, it's time to get some points.
I agree. Nick, you're on mute.
Please record your message.
I was just saying that actually happened to me in 2020, where the guy had already signed, but I was still able to just dig a little bit and just move to the next call. I would like to see that a little bit as well. But again, he wouldn't, just because it's signed ethically, probably better just get off the phone.
So Dalton, on the back end, us judges are scoring on a bunch of different criteria. You'll see our scores in just a little bit here for each of the criteria.
The mailbox belonging to...
Come on, Bill. In Tyler, Texas. What do we got? We only got one more lead.
Man, Shayna brought up a good point there. She said it's tough to go first.
The mailbox belonging to 9.
All right, boys. Last one, best one. Name is Dane.
You know, I'm a little confused here on people saying trash leads. Genuinely. What do you guys expect leads to be? A lead is somebody who
How
wants
much
an
time do
offer
I
on their
have?
home. It's your job to convert.
Guys, there's no such thing as trash leads. There's no such thing as that.
You know, I had a coach back in the day.
All there is are leads who do not want to sell today.
I had a coach back in the day.
But you never know about tomorrow.
I've been real estate related, but he'd say the leads don't suck, you just suck.
Hey, Dane, this is Tyson. Well, it looks like you filled out some information on my website about possibly selling this property over in Fort Worth.
Yeah, I think we got a change of heart. I think we'll try and move next year.
Oh, yeah? And what caused you to make that decision?
Originally we had a contract on our house, and we were supposed to close on the house in Georgia on the June 30th, and now our buyer backed out on us.
Oh, no.
So that did the domino effect. So kind of messed everything up because we were going to start our jobs out there on the July 5th and get the kids started up in school. So we're listing houses and all that stuff. It could take anywhere from 30 to 100 days or whatever. So it's just not, doesn't, there's no reason to try to rush something when we can do it right next year,
Well, I mean, if you knew that you had an offer you could count on, would that change things?
Yes. Well, that was what we had. We had an offer that we thought we could count on. And that's because we had the offer. We flew out there and made an offer. And, I set up to get solar paneling removed. I set up drivers to take us out there. And now they pulled out within 9 days of closing.
Oh, no. Hopefully you were able to get their earnest money deposit.
We're still waiting and debating,
Oh, gotcha. Did they put down a sizable amount of EMD?
I don't know what that form is.
Oh, gotcha. So an earnest money deposit is like a good faith deposit. And the way my company works.
I know what that is.
Okay.
We're just kind of getting a little beyond frustrated right now. So
Yeah, and I, of course you are. I mean, that's got to be so frustrating to make these plans and then have them fall out, and it's not your fault. It's completely somebody else who was unable to perform what they told you they were going to do.
Correct.
So you think that there's no way, I mean, if I was able to put something together, that it's something you'd be interested in talking about?
I don't think my wife and I we're kind of just think we should just wait till next year now.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, Dane, you got my number. Give me a call.
Man.
Oh, wow. That was intense. That was intense. Here's the deal. We saw a lot in that particular call. I can't wait to hear exactly how the judges are going to score this one because, it's always the age-old debate. And I'm speaking to everybody that is listening, right? Is it the leads? Is it the closer? Is it the leads? Is it the closer? I heard Liam come off a mic and say that if somebody is interested in selling a property, right, it's always a good lead. And it's up to the closer to close in an ample amount of time. So listen, I can't wait to get my judges up to see exactly how they scored this one. We did not get, a lot of traction on this. So I don't know what they're going to be able to pull from this, but I know that they're going to be able to give us a lot of insight from their expertise to see what were some of the missed opportunities, what were some of the things that could have been done better, or if this was just a phenomenal call, right, or not. So I'm interested to see exactly what that is. Make sure you are documenting on that link who you feel is going to take this thing home. I want to see what you're saying. The judges are scoring right now as we speak, and we're going to get ready to bring them up. And I also want to highlight one more thing, because a lot of you may be sleeping. I look back and I got a chance to kind of see. Listen, this bundle is not something that's regular. So we're not going to act like this bundle is regular, period. We're not going to do that, right? So right now we got a bundle, and this thing is only $297. It's only $297, and that's going to give you, number one, it's going to give you general admission to the closest Olympics, right? So let's go ahead and put that to the side. We know we got that, but you also get a sales course, plus you get 50 plus hours of 2020 and 2021 closed Olympics. Let's be clear on this. That's RJ Bates. Okay. That's Munif that we hear about. That's Daniel that we hear about all the time. Right. And many, many other closers and expert judges that were able to come in and share their expertise on why something was good and why something was bad. So I don't want us to take that as something to just put to the side. Even if you're a new wholesale company looking to just share this with your acquisitions team, to just let them train on, this is an excellent way to kind of get that done for only $297, basically the price of admission. So shout out to Elijah, Jen, Keith, and Alex for putting that particular bundle together. And this is only for the early birds. So I want to look at some of these comments while we wait, okay? Because I want to know what you guys thought about this while the judges are scoring, What did you guys think? Okay, so I'm here. So I'm looking at these comments. There was a lot of comments about the intro. I saw a lot of comments about the intro, and it's funny because I like that thing on intro and that intro is, did I catch you at a bad time? I am notorious for using it. I use that with everybody, even family members. But it was a lot of back and forth on whether that's a good intro, right? So intro matters, right? And also delivery matters. So for anybody that's looking to, get comfortable in that closing, you want to look at that intro, and you also want to look at how you're delivering that intro, that confidence. But it was a lot of back and forth on that intro. But, some people believe the intro was phenomenal, right? And some people believe that it was outdated. So listen, I'm curious to see what these judges. Who is the first judge that we got coming up to help us score this thing? I want to see that.
What's going on? What's going on?
We got my guy Liam in the building. So, what were your thoughts, man?
It wasn't what I had hoped for today, man.
Okay.
Listen, coming into this, I will say blatantly that Tyson was easily my favorite coming into this. Not even close. I've known him the longest. I've seen all of his content. Not all. I've seen a lot of his content. I like him on the phones. I don't think he was able to do his best work today. For the intro, everybody's talking about that. Here is what an intro should look like. Say their name as a statement, not a question. I'm not going to say, hey, is this Byron or hey, Byron? It immediately puts you on a back foot to where this guy's not supposed to be talking to me. I want to say your name as a statement, like, hey, Byron, or Byron, what's up? You see, it's a statement. It's familiar. It's friendly, comfortable. Immediately puts me in a place of rapport. Then what I'm doing is I'm not going to go and ask a question, is this a bad time? Why? Because the only answer for that, or rather, it puts them in a spot where it's easy for them to hang up on the phone. Very easy. What I want to do is get quick to the point why I'm calling. That way I have a reason to be on the phone with them. So I drive the conversation forward, asking them every time if now is a good time. It just doesn't do that. Now, besides the intro, when we got deeper into the call, he was really excellent at framing it out. Great tonality, great at setting the seller up to know what to expect. And so the scores are going to reflect that. If we can pull my scores up now. So you can see for rapport, I gave him a 3. I wanted to see some third-party storytelling. Negotiations were a 4, that he's not giving up on those. That was just he did well for what he had to work with. Creative option, he touched on it, wasn't super in-depth. Handling objections, he was relentless on those. For identifying pain, that one, he could have done a little bit more and dug, I call it peeling the layers of the onion back. Just couldn't get there. And of course, there was no verbal agreement, no signed contract, and then no net ROI.
Well, I think that's a fair assessment. I think that's a very fair assessment, Liam. And to be honest with you, that's a little higher than I thought that you were going to give him. So obviously he was able to rack up a few points there. But we'll see what the next judge says next. We got my guy Brandon coming up. So Brandon,
what's up? What's
going on?
Not much, man. So listen, I like Tyson a lot. I judged him accordingly as well. What I liked about him is that he did do very well on setting up the expectations. So he's letting the seller know, hey, listen, this is what we're looking to accomplish. I'm either a good fit or I'm not. I think that you have to make sure that you're looking at your seller avatar and you're not wasting your time. With negotiations, what I can say is that I feel like he could have did a little bit more on building some more leverage, right? It's very hard for you to obviously combat some of the objections when you don't have leverage as far as the condition of the property. And I never really, heard him talk about the condition of the property, try to use that as a leverage when it comes down to negotiating. So I give him a 4 on rapport. I think he did pretty well on that. Negotiations, like I said, I didn't see like any type of, leverage being built, especially maybe using other landmarks or being able to go ahead and use other comps in the area a little bit better. Handling objections, I think he did pretty good as well. So I gave him a 4. Identifying pain points, I feel like he could have did better. I was giving him a 4 because I think that on some calls he did better than other ones. But I think that you have to understand that the house and all these good things are really just byproducts, right? You really need to find out what is their why, what is hurting them right now. So I ended up giving him a 15 overall.
Well, listen, that was actually a decent score. That was a very, very decent score. Thank you so much for that, Brandon. And we're going to get my guy Nick up next to let us know what his thoughts were. Nick, man, what are you thinking, bro?
Tyson. And actually, Tyson, I think it was Jen. They came in, and Jen hasn't gone yet, but Tyson was one of the guys that I really thought was gonna score relatively probably on the higher side. Simply because of the mentorship by RJ. And I feel RJ's style is really straightforward. I didn't really see that from him today. I felt you got a number 1. Are they serious or are they curious? Are you in the same ballpark? Or are they way down the street? And I felt he didn't ask the qualifying questions and just get straight to the point. He didn't get straight to the point. And the point of this competition and the point of what we do is to get the contract signed. And he didn't get there. Right, he was kind of beating around the bush. with things that didn't necessarily matter, asking why do you want to sell, not necessarily giving him an offer, giving an offer, giving a range, giving a ballpark, or just letting him know, hey, we're not going to do business. Let me get to the next call. So I didn't really see that today, and the score will reflect.
Okay, let's look at the scorecard. Wow. Okay. So you want to break this down, Nick?
So I felt, on the phone, rapport building, being able to connect, being able to have a lengthy conversation. He was damn near almost perfect. So I scored it a 4.
Okay.
Negotiations, I think he was relatively pretty good, but could have did better as far as, justifying, giving a price and justifying why he needs to be where he needs to be. I think he did it once by bringing up a comp. I wanted to see more of that. I wanted him to really dive deeper on why he needs to be where he needs to be, and for the seller to say flat out, no, it's absolutely not going to happen. So I felt like he could have dove deeper into his particular price points. Creative option, didn't necessarily really hear one. Handling objections, I think he was pretty good. The thing that I wanted was I felt like a lot of the sellers that he spoke to a couple of them were on the run. I think 2 guys were driving, and I would have wanted, for the sake of this competition and for the sake of the clock and for the sake of just, wanting to get the job done anyway, I think he could have pushed them a little bit harder, although that they were driving. I've oftentimes I've seen people drive, and then if they really want to talk to you, they'll make the time, put it on speakerphone. So I felt like he could have pushed a little bit harder. I didn't really hear anything as far as identifying the pain, and then obviously no verbal, no sign to no net ROI. So again, for me, I wanted to see him get straight to the point, and I felt like he was dibble-dabbling and kind of talking to the wrong sellers for way too long.
Wow. Well, he said what he said. Shout out to you, Nick. Appreciate that. That was a very, very insightful. And listen, I hope you guys in the comments are paying attention to the things that our expert judges are saying. There was a lot of good gems that Nick gave us just now, right? So you need to be taking pen and pad and really, really remembering this stuff. So he has a total of 41 points. Tyson, my guy, what's your thoughts, man? You're on mute. We got to get you on.
I feel like I did the best with what I had. I see a lot of what the judges are saying about maybe the creative options that maybe I could have gone into. But with anybody saying anything that I wasn't able to overcome objections, I think is kind of ridiculous. I mean, with like what Nick's saying, I talk to people who are driving. Yeah, I understand it's a competition and I only have a select amount of leads, and I didn't roll over one time on that. Every single time I push to get them to stay on the phone because I know that it's a time crunch. Now, I would have to go back and listen to what I did to see, exactly why I deserve such low scores. I felt like during it, there's really nothing I would change. I mean, it's what I do. And, but that being said, I am open. I want to learn. I want to get better. So I'll definitely have to go back and listen and see if maybe I can implement any of these things that the judges are telling me.
Well, I can say this, Tyson, honestly, I enjoy the call, right? I enjoy your cadence. And to be honest with you, 41 is not, I've seen worse.
Well, I mean, I'm not here to be okay or decent. I mean,
you want to be great.
Yeah, that's pretty okay is pretty insulting to me.
Gotcha.
I'm here. I want to win. My goal is to get contracts. We didn't get there. So, it's really only myself to blame. I know that somebody said blaming the leads or some shit like that. And I think Max put it perfectly. Blaming the leads is like blaming your underwear for pooping yourself. It's nothing to do with any of that. So
I get it. I respect it. Team, no excuses. I respect it. Hey, we take the wins, we take the losses all on the chin with nothing but respect and grace. And I appreciate you, Tyson. Appreciate you. And I enjoy watching that call. We got my guy, Guy Carmona, up next. Yes, indeed. My guy, Guy Carmona, Anthony Guy Carmona, is from LA, right? I was actually born in California, West Coast stand up. He's closed over 50 plus deals and is the best closer. And I take the time to listen to my clients, is what he says. Needs to work. He takes the time to work, to listen to his clients, right? And needs work tirelessly, right? To find out the best solution for his people. So we're going to witness if all of this is true. but he's closed over 50 plus deals. That is not something to scoff at.
Yes, sir.
What up?
It's time. Let's go.
Hey, man, you ready to take this home?
Yeah, this is my first time going live, so this is funny. I had to grab my laptop was overheating. I had to get the frozen strawberries under it.
I love it. Man, I'm ready to get the judges up here, ready to get this clock started so we can get you closing some deals. How about that?
Yeah, let's go. I got bills to pay and clients to serve, right?
I love it. I love it.
All right, let me mute it, right?
Yep, make sure you got us muted so that you cannot hear us, but we can hear you.
Wait, no, there it is. All right, we're good.
Beautiful. Diego, my friend, you missed it. We had open auditions. That's how everybody in here got on. We had 2 rounds for open auditions. They were multiple months. Unfortunately, you just, you missed it.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic.
I like that he's got the frozen strawberries down there. He's got to make sure that his equipment is in good condition.
He also has the right hat on too, like that hat.
Hello, Elizer?
Yeah.
Hey, Elizer, this is Guy. I'm calling in regards to your 99 North Elm Street property.
Yeah.
Okay, is now a good time to talk?
Absolutely.
Awesome. So as I'm pulling it up here, what is the story with this one?
I bought it by mistake, guy.
Oh,
and
man.
so I'm just trying to get rid of it. I thought I was buying a tax lien certificate on the property.
No way.
Yeah, then wound up that shit. I wound up buying it. And I live in California, man. So,
That's funny. Me too.
yeah, so it was a big old mess, man. Big
Okay.
one.
Okay, so you were trying to get it from like one of those tax liens deals, and it ended up being kind of a little more than you bit off a little more than you could chew.
Exactly, bro. Don't
Okay.
tell nobody, though.
I won't. All right, so let's see. How much did you buy it for?
I paid $4,200 for it, guy.
Mm-hmm. Man. Okay. And it still needs all the work, right? What happened to it? Do you know what happened to it?
Yeah, I think it got burnt inside. Yeah. So it has some fire damage.
So, I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, but it's pretty much just land value we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
No walls are able to save?
I don't know because I haven't seen the property, man. I just don't know.
Okay. So you have no pictures, you never seen it, you just try to do one of those tax deals, and how are you planning to make like a profit off of it is what I'm trying to say.
Well, what I was gonna do, I thought it was, a good property from where it looked, and I was gonna turn around and, sell it again.
Yeah, I got you. Man, how long has it been since you've owned it? Or how long have you owned it for? Excuse me.
Huh?
I was just gonna ask how long have you owned it for, but I said that weird.
Since August of last year.
Okay. All right. So a little bit about me. I'm an investor. I'm also from California. I'm from Los Angeles. So, I do buy a lot of out of state real estate. That's kind of my bread and butter. That's how I pay the bills. For this one right here, I don't know too much about. However, I have partners in this area who could be willing to help me tackle a project like this. With that being said, if I could take it off your hands for a quick cash sale, what price were you hoping to get?
Man, at this point, I'll take $3K if I can.
Yeah.
That too much?
Yeah. Besides price, how else would I be able to help you?
Huh?
Besides price, like what else would kind of help you out in your position?
I mean, that's it. I'm just trying to unload it.
Yeah. Okay. Trying to think here because I'm not too sure what it's worth. When you paid the taxes on it, when it got assessed on 2023, what did the taxes say it was worth?
You know what? I don't have that. The tax form that I have, it doesn't have that information on it. But I did go online, and the value is high 108K, and low it was 50K. But I don't know if that's accurate or not, Guy.
Yeah, that's a big difference. I don't know either. Okay. Well,
if you want to call me back on it, that's fine too. You know, if you guys want to check it out or whatever.
Yeah, well, I'm doing all the kind of everything I can right now because I have my laptop open, just kind of running through what's sold in the area, what the neighborhood's looking like, and what I could possibly do with it. If you're open to something like this, so let me see. So I got an assessed value from 2022, and that says, one second, that says it's being worth like 10,000. So if you're open to doing something like this, where I personally need to talk to my partners and have them kind of help me out with this one because they're out there and they're going to be the ones who are going to be helping me buy it. But if I could do the 3,000 for you, and if I was able to get one of them in to buy the property, and what we're going to do is we'd partner up on the deal. So you'd walk away with, let me think about this. One second. Okay. Hey, just out of curiosity, would you be opposed to something where I can give you something down to walk away with and then monthly payments?
Yeah, I don't mind, Guy. Yeah, if you can do that, that'd be great.
Okay, one second. I'm just working on a value right here. All right, so all right. Because if I were to buy it myself and have one of my partners step in to help me out, I don't think you're gonna like my offer.
What's the offer?
Yeah. Okay. So how bad of a position would I put you in if I was able to, come in, do a quick cash sale for you, but I need to be around like $1,000?
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah.
At this point, yeah, I just need to get rid of it. It's become a big headache.
Yeah, I got you. All right. Well, yeah, I mean, I can make it work at that price for you. I think that it's safe to say that we got a deal. Right now, I'm checking out the online. It says the owner name is an investment LLC. Is that correct?
No, it's in my name.
Okay. Let me fix that then. Okay. And sorry about that. One second. Let me go ahead and kick this down. Okay, so right now, what is the best email?
We just muted him so that we don't get these emails out in the open for everybody. How you guys feel about this call, man? I feel like this might be the biggest laydown deal of all time. This is crazy.
I think this was a gimme, man.
Hey, but you know what? It happens. You're in the game for long enough, and it happens. You get blessed.
Yeah, it's true. I'm not gonna lie, Nick. Yeah. But for $1,000, I'll buy it.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna. At first, I thought he was gonna say like $750, but I like the $1,000 offer because I think we had the MAO at, I think it was 2,000.
Yeah, exactly.
And the way that he just did it so smooth, I think it put the seller at ease. But it's a blessing.
Yeah, no, 100%, 100%. I think one of the the things, man, that we should have had on here is going to be time management, man. I got to talk to the closer Olympics. Because I think it's one of those things that you have to be able. I think that he should have offered a little bit sooner and got down to the nitty gritty. But
Yeah, yep, I'm with you on that.
So this also really
I'm sorry, what did you say,
puts
Guy?
the other
Do you
two
buy real estate often?
They know what they got to do. Get them get it fine.
All right.
This is just, I went to school and I learned how to buy tax lien certificates, and this was the result.
Man. Yeah, I don't know anything about. I don't know too much about that tax lien certificate stuff, but it must be. Some people must be profiting because they're always pushing it. They're always talking about it.
Yeah, that Ted Thomas on YouTube. You know, I watched some of his videos and I followed protocol, but you know, because I'm new at it, that's probably why I messed up.
Yeah, I mean, it happens. There's been multiple times, you know, with me in the industry doing so many projects where I shouldn't have. I regret doing them. Still, there's a project I did in the last quarter of the year where I'm still trying to get that back. So I mean, I'm still playing catch up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right. So just to confirm your email one more time, it was 1 second.
Yo, he's just got to. Why is the contract not in this guy's hands yet? He got that email 5 minutes ago.
Perfect.
He's at the finish line.
Yeah, he's about to cross. He's about to cross the finish line.
You said you bought this last August, right?
Yeah, about that time. That I'm not. It's around that area, Guy.
Mm-hmm.
August, I think, of last year. Yeah.
All right. Because maybe the title's not showing yet under your name, but we'll figure it out.
I have the paperwork.
Okay, good.
That I got from the.
Hey, keep right there. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I just didn't want to step on any toes. You know what I mean?
No, you're not. Go ahead. You got my permission.
All right. Hey, by chance, do you have any other property that you might be looking to sell?
No, I don't.
What's this
Guy,
one?
not right now.
Yeah.
If you tell me what you're looking for, I'll drive around here in Seaside, see if I can help you.
Oh yeah, let's do it. I'll definitely pay you a referral fee. Yeah.
Okay, so after we get through with this, let me know what you're looking for, man. I'll pay.
I'm looking for the ugliest house on the nicest block.
Okay.
kind of something like this is right up my alley.
Right?
All right. Okay, and if you could.
I'll drive around here, take pictures of the property, and just send them to you.
Perfect, and I'll go ahead and get all the information down, and we'll make some money. This works for me. I've never done the tax lien stuff, but this works for me. This is how I pay my bills, how I feed my family. So if we could put a deal together,
Wait, is he not?
We're close already.
Is he not getting it? Is he not getting a contract signed?
I just emailed you. Can you make sure that you got it on your end?
Okay, there we go. Okay.
Hold on, let me open the.
Yeah, take your time. Yeah, my bad. I'm not reading the chat. Let me see.
So your investment, Guy, is you guys buy properties? Because the tax lien certificate stuff, as we go along, I'd be more than glad to share the information that I have. And then maybe, we can work together like that too, because there's a lot of websites that you can go to that have properties for sale, and then you bid on them, and whoever wins the bid gets the property.
Wow. Yeah. I don't know. Go ahead.
Yeah, I can show you how to do all that, Guy, and I'd be glad to do it.
Hey, and same with me. I could show you everything that I know about this like kind of buying and selling real estate. So yeah, I mean, wow, this is a good connection for sure. I think that we should schedule a call after we do this deal, and we should kind of pick each other's brain and see how we can help each other out.
Sounds good, Guy. I'm totally in for that.
Cool. Did you get my email?
Let me see here. I gotta log this thing up. connect to the internet. I just got into a motel here in Seaside, so I'm loading everything off the car.
Nice. Stay in a hotel for the weekend.
They say coffee.
Not for the
is the
weekend,
closure.
man. It's just I got into a situation and they kicked me out of my house, and so I'm having to live on the street until I comply with what the court is requiring me to do, so I can go back to my home.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I really, yeah, I'm really sorry to hear that. You know, you must be feeling a lot right now. It feels like a lot. The weight of the world's on your shoulders, but you know, we gotta keep moving forward.
You're right, Guy.
Let God handle all things above us.
Exactly. I agree, and I do believe in God, man. I just believe that this situation right now is just, you know, to help me to grow in Him and to trust Him and understand in greater depth how He works in our lives.
Yeah. All right. So.
It's loading up right now, Guy.
Okay, cool. Once you get it on your end, it's like 3 clicks. Have you ever done like a DocuSign?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So it's just like that, 3 clicks, and then I get it back on my end saying, hey, I received it.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you, can I just go in there and load this thing up? It's taking its time. I don't know about LA, but over here on this side of California, the internet is horrible.
Yeah.
It takes forever, man.
Yeah, I got you. Okay. Typically I want to, like, you know, in case you had any questions, I'd want to just like open it up with you and then go over it real quick so we can get the process started, maybe even today.
Okay, it's loading up right now. Let's see what happens.
Okay. Yeah, if it doesn't load like in a minute, then like.
Yeah, I've done this before, man, and whenever you're really involved in trying to do business, this stuff.
Yeah, that's the truth. But I mean, I'm patient. You know, if you want to, if it doesn't load like in a minute or two, then you know, I'll get off the phone. So maybe that kind of helps you out, and then look at it, and then once I get it back on my end, I'll give you a call or a text.
Okay.
Does that sound better?
Yeah, that sounds good, man. Let me get this thing is going slow, and I don't want to waste your time.
Yeah. Well, no, it's fine. I mean, I'm comfortable walking you through it. You know, we could wait a couple minutes if it's gonna load.
Okay, let me. Yeah, it's gonna come on.
All right. Yeah, I mean.
Do not get off this phone until that bad boy is
Yeah,
sunk.
technology. It's supposed to make life easier, right?
Telling you, man. Don't let them lock your account, because if they do, you're in trouble.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let me see here. It looks like it hasn't loaded yet, so maybe it'll help if I get off the phone. Maybe like try it on your phone. Maybe try Gmail on your phone or Yahoo on your phone.
Yeah, I can.
Okay, sounds good. So once I get it, yeah. So yeah, again, Eliza, once I get it back on my end, I'll give you a call and I'll give you a text and I'll just say, hey, here's what to expect next, and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
Sounds good?
Okay, here, I got it.
Oh.
Spam or something?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Already sent
we
me
got
the
luck like crazy.
and you just click it.
Yeah, okay, I'm looking at view.
What do I hear you get off the phone?
Yeah, click that button.
Get off this phone. You might not pick up. You might go for a walk. You might go for a stroll. You might go get a burger. Don't get off this phone.
Man, what is going on right now? I've never seen a call like this. This is crazy, dude.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Up right now.
If you can get to like another call, get this signed and get to another call. I mean,
Shit, son, I think I read an article about this. It's called edging.
but again, I feel like him and the seller are going at the exact same.
Yeah, I just saw
pace.
some guy. I'm
You're
right here. I just saw some guy in a
Speaking the
moped,
same language.
right down with the
They're
shirt
connecting
off.
so well. They're gonna meet up for coffee and talk real estate. Matching and mirroring at his finest, or is Anthony just very similar characteristics to this gentleman on the phone?
I agree with you, Nick.
Man, this thing is slow.
Yeah, all good. I'm here for you.
Having a conversation like it's Sunday morning coffee time. It works.
Man, I think the closer to zero this timer gets, the slower the seller's talking, man.
I do think he has to apply a little pressure.
Am I out of time? Where's it? 11. Yeah, gotta get off this call.
Okay, so we got the document.
Yeah, so it should be 3 clicks. It's like open, okay, and then
Here's the timer, guys. 11
sign,
minutes, 20
and
seconds.
then send. Okay, so 4 clicks.
Okay.
Was this call number 1 for him, Liam?
Yeah.
This is his first conversation.
Yeah, it's crazy. And, one of the things that I like to do at this point in time is actually walk them through what the process would be like, right? And one of the questions I ask is, hey, would you like to receive a check or a wire once this thing closes? I want to get them in that status or that state of mindset that they're already going to be receiving.
Yeah,
that
my
money.
bad if this is boring, chat. I don't really talk much.
Because if you heard what the seller said, he obviously said he's like checking into a motel or hotel. So it seems like he needs the money. Right. So I would try to put them in that state of understanding that, hey, this is what the process is. This is what you can expect. How are you looking to get this money? What are you going to do with it? Just so that he can hurry up and sign this thing.
What's the time? Nice. Yeah, my bad. It wasn't like the best scenario, but I mean, if we can help this guy out, that'd be awesome. He's going through a lot right now, so. I'm not from out there, so I need a little help disposing it, but I'm sure someone buys the land. No, because then you got to tear it down. Yeah, this one's gonna be trouble, but I mean, you never know. You might have an opportunity to make a deal.
Okay, so did you get it?
Let me refresh my lappy toppy.
Is this a signed contract returned?
This is wild.
Oh, now mine's going slow too. No, I didn't get it. Maybe push send on your end.
Mooney's having a tough time over there.
I really
man.
want to make another call. My bad. I'm trying to just get that contract, but
man, he can't hear us, dude. And he can't hear us, man. You get this thing signed.
Liam,
Getting this thing signed.
Would this be your first contract ever signed?
Not ever, but for these 5
qualifying rounds.
Yeah, for the qualifying rounds, yes.
Yeah, all good. All good. I mean, it seems like you already opened it, right?
Huh?
It seems like you already opened it. Oh, I got it back. I got it back on my end.
Okay.
There it is.
So I'm gonna go ahead and talk to my transaction team, catch them up to speed on the whole situation, and then I'll give you a call and a text in about an hour. If that's okay?
That sounds good, Guy.
All right. No problem. Talk to you soon.
All right, bro. Thank you.
All right, bro. Bye.
All right, bye.
That guy's cool, man. All right, we need to make some other calls. Dang, man. I didn't even do. All right, 2307. Yeah, I'll probably send you guys a screenshot, right? That's what you guys want to see of the signature. Let me send that in the chat real quick. All right, sending calls. Let's see, 3, 2. All right, let's see what we got here.
Man, everybody in the chat should be putting some type of emoji. That fire emoji.
You showed us this screenshot. Incredible work.
Hi, you reached me again. I'm not able to answer.
It went straight to voicemail, so I'm just gonna kind of shoot him a quick text.
Double dog.
Baby. All right. Usually when I go straight to voicemail, I just think that the text is easier because he's probably doing something. Phone's off. I'll do not disturb. All right, hopefully this one answers. This one's in San Antonio, and I like.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 210.
Okay, so I went straight to voicemail too. So I mean, those are tough. You know, they're probably on do not disturb. I usually do like first name, question mark, and then when they respond, I'm like, hey, you inquired about a cash offer. When's the best time of the day for a quick call? Okay.
Man, he's got 6.5 minutes left still. This thing's felt like it's gone on for an hour.
I agree with you, bro.
This one's in Odessa, so a little on the sticks, but I think we can make something happen. This one was too, so.
Hello.
Hi, I was trying to reach the owner of 314 East 45th Street.
This is he.
Okay. Yeah, this is Guy Carmona, by the way. Did I catch you at a good time?
No, it's fine.
All right. So you inquired for a cash offer, and hopefully we could put a deal together here. As I'm pulling it up, what's the story with this one?
Well, I signed an offer today. So
Nice. Congrats for, if you don't mind my asking, what did you guys agree on?
it doesn't matter.
Okay. Not a problem. Would you guys have a closing date so I can maybe follow up with you?
We don't have a set closing date yet because I have a little bit of legal work to do first.
Yeah.
So we don't have a firm closing date yet.
Okay. So if you were me, when do you think would be the best time to touch base with you? Maybe we could put a deal together.
Well, you can call me in about 3 weeks if this falls through.
3 weeks?
Yeah.
Okay. And hey, by chance, do you have any other property you might be looking to sell as well?
No, I don't. Not at this time.
No. Well, if you know anyone in the neighborhood, any vacant properties, shoot them over, and I can pay you a referral fee.
Yeah, no, I don't.
All right. Well, I appreciate your time. God bless.
Thank you.
Bye. Already signed the contract. It's none of my business. Yeah. I think I could do a couple more of these. Let's see what we got. I'll send you guys that screenshot after I finish these calls so you can see the contract.
For everybody who's watching, she says she's on a contract and he's still pitching on a referral.
Man, Odessa, that was a good one too.
Yeah.
Still working it.
I like the if you were me
What else
line
we
that
got?
he
What else
did.
we got? Oh, Los Angeles. Let's go. LA flips is where the money is at. Those things sell in a day. They're just real competitive. Hello, this is Guy. I was trying to reach the owner of 1362 Vernon Avenue. You inquired about a cash offer for this property. Did I catch you at a good time?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, good. So as I'm pulling it up online here, what's the story with this one?
What do you mean what the story is?
Just what's going on with the property right now? How come you're looking to sell it?
Just because I want to sell it. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't need to sell it. But, you know, if I can't find, if I don't, I'm not going to give it away. So it's not like, it's like a, what is it called? A fire sale or something. It's just that I want to sell.
Completely understandable. What price were you hoping to get?
Oh, I'm hoping to get a fair price. Whatever a fair price is to me, then, you know, it's okay.
Okay.
That's what we are.
Okay, so let me see. Right now, it's a multi-family. So right now, is it vacant or are there tenants in there?
Tenants are in the front house. The other two houses have been vacant for 7 years.
Okay, so front house vacant for 7 years. Wow. Is it because it needs work?
Well, no, it's because when the tenants left, I said, you know, I'm going to just decide what I want to do with it.
Okay, understand. So what is the front house paying?
Not a lot, so it's not the money. It's $900.
Oh wow, they love you.
Oh, they do, and that's my fault. I admit it's my fault.
Yeah, and I gotta ask because it's Los Angeles. Are they gonna be a hassle to maybe get out?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess you'd have to pay them just like anything else, relocation. So.
Yeah. So have you mentioned that you were looking to sell to them?
Oh, I don't even talk to them. So no.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I don't mean to impose, but
No.
Okay. So I'm interested. I'm very interested. I like this area. I like that it's a multifamily property. I'm trying to figure out kind of what's going on here so I can give you my best offer. Is there any access to the property?
More than likely, you would want to tear it down because you're looking at the land. So the houses are old.
Okay. So it's old. Yeah. 1913. I see.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. So land value, how much do you think it's worth in this neighborhood?
Well, it's, because of the fact there are a lot of investors that come over.
Oh, yeah.
All the areas so that they could keep it low, so that they could all come in and get real cheap land, because the guy down the street, 2 doors from my house, he bought it 4 years ago for $500,000, and he just built a duplex, I think it was a triplex, and he priced it at $2.5 million, but he sold it for $1.975 or $1.875. So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, he did really well for himself.
There's nowhere in LA can you pay that kind of money for land and put up something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm just not one of those people that, is that easy like that. Hold on a second, I'm looking at the computer.
Take your time.
Okay. Well, listen, I need to know. You can do the.
Yeah, I'm also going to do some homework on this because this is a deal I'm actually very interested in. So I'm going to do some more homework, and then there's no access to it. So drive by maybe?
Yeah, you can definitely drive by.
Wow.
There it is.
Oh.
Wow.
That, ladies and gentlemen, was true Closers Olympics types of vibes. If you thoroughly enjoyed the way Guy was handling those sellers, getting deals done, please put a fire emoji in the chat. Listen, that is what the Closers Olympics is all about. I just had to put that out there. And shout out to Alex, man. Shout out to some of the GOATs of this thing in the building. My guy, Daniel. Man, that was amazing. Listen, one thing I did like about how he was able to do that, it was 0% commission, bruh. This guy didn't sign. If I was on the phone with that guy, I would not even think he was selling me anything. That's what I liked about it the most. That was amazing. So I am interested. I am truly interested to see exactly what the judges are going to come back with, because listen, that is what we do this Closers Olympics for every single year. So with that being said, if you have not already, make sure you pick up your early bird tickets while we wait for our wonderful judges to give us some quality feedback on what we just got through witnessing. Listen, this is what you get. It's on the screen right now. I don't even have to break it down. Look. $297 will get you over 50 plus hours of 2020 and 2021 Closers Olympics live footage, right? Where you get to listen to people like that. And RJ Bates, Munif, right? My guy, Guy, who just killed it just now, right? You get to listen to phone calls and closers just like that, step-by-step sales course. And you get your general admissions tickets to this year's Closers Olympics taking place in July. Do not miss that opportunity for only $297. So with that being said, I think we got my guy Liam ready to give us the deets. Liam, what's going on, man?
Yo.
How you feeling about that call?
I'm excited. We got a contract signed. That's all I can say, man. We got a contract signed. I've been waiting for this. We got 5 rounds with no contract signed. Usually, right, we do these lives, we get RJ on, and it's just contract, going 5 qualifying rounds, which are like 3 hours each with no contract signed. It was due to happen. I'm glad that we got one done.
Wow. Amazing. So what are some of the things you liked here other than just the contract from a skills perspective?
Well, from a skills perspective, you know what, before I talk about the skills perspective, I want to do something for you guys just because we got this contract signed. We got 250 people who are watching this right now. 258 to be exact. So what I'm doing for you guys right now is giving $25,000 away to you guys in the audience. And the way that you can do this is for everybody, you're going to get $100 off on iSpeed to Lead using the code GUY100. Using the code GUY100. I'm putting it in the chat right now. And check this out. I'm going to show you guys what the platform looks like and how to use it. Check this out. Check this out. Boom. Y'all see this? This platform is beautiful. We spent way too much money getting it set up, and this is where all the leads come from. The difference is, though, guess what? These ones are brand new. We couldn't put brand new ones here because we got to have like 60 of them ready to go. So check this out. You can just come on. I'm gonna go find just a nice older lead so I don't take a nice one from you guys, and I'm gonna use this Guy100 code right now. Let's just go way down here and choose one in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Nobody else wants this one. So I'm going to come in. I'm going to say, oh, this guy's tired of being a landlord. It's tenant occupied. He wants to sell ASAP. He's owned the property. There's no mortgage. Is not listed. I'm going to hit buy lead. Got my balance, but guess what? I'm going to put in a coupon code. Got 100. Boom. Just like that, I get the lead. That's it. So that's the platform, everybody. You guys got to check it out. Everybody gets $100 off.
Guy100 iSpeed to Lead to get some of those fresh, juicy iSpeed to Lead PPC leads. That is exactly where you want to go. Man, Liam, what's your thoughts, man?
So my thoughts here, I think it's going to be in a little bit of opposition to people in the comment section right now.
Let's talk about it.
If he didn't get a contract signed, I don't think it would have been the greatest call. I'm going to be real with you. I didn't see the process that I like to see, or a process really. I didn't see a level of intensity that I'd like to see. There was multiple times where he kind of got lost and wasn't sure where to go. Now, one thing I recommend is sometimes people get so caught up looking at their screen, trying to read the numbers and looking at the details that they just stop talking to the person. And they're not thinking about the conversation. And then that detracts from the quality of the conversation. So overall, I think there's a lot that he could have improved on. I think the lead in this case was a perfect lead. I don't think there was anything anybody could have done to not get the call or to not get this deal. Wow. What he did very well that I think you guys should take away from this, the best thing that he did was the tonality was just beautiful. He was very cool, calm, friendly. He wasn't in a phone voice. But other than that, of course, he got the verbal agreement, the signed contract, the net ROI. I think across the board, this is going to be tough to beat.
Wow. Well, you heard it. You heard it. Thank you so much for that, Liam. Listen, at the end of the day, the judges are what makes the determination of whether or not you're going to be the winner or the loser in today's competition. But that was a phenomenal score, though. So we got my guy Brandon up next to give us his expert insight on what we just witnessed. What's your thoughts, bro?
Man, first and foremost, I just want to give it up to, the qualifiers. I mean, coming up here in front of hundreds of people to be put on the spot, I think is just crazy, man. So I just want to give it up to them. I think Guy did great. I think that he had a lot of good things when it comes down to just the tonality and taking people through the actual call. But some of the things I can't agree with Liam as well. For number one was the report, right? I know that when he actually gave the offer, he said, how bad of a position would this put you in? See, I'm never trying to give that mentality to the actual seller. I want them to be in a state of happiness and how good of a position would this actually put you in. I don't want you to have that mentality of, this is a bad offer. So that's one thing that I noticed when he actually made the offer. It took a while for him to actually go ahead and negotiate when it comes down to the actual land deal that he did, right? So I wish that he would have got to that a little bit sooner. It seemed like the guy was just wanting to hear an offer. But I love the fact that he did well as far as making sure that he stood on the call to get that thing signed, which is why I gave him a 5. The creative option, I think, was fantastic. That opened it up for him to actually get that deal signed. So once he said, hey, would you be open to maybe something down and then payments after, because you wouldn't like my actual offer. Once again, putting that mentality into the seller to say, hey, I'm not going to give you something that you like. But then I don't know how that opened up something better for him, which he said, well, shoot me your offer. And he ended up taking that $1,000. Handling objections, I think that he did okay. Identifying pain. I know the last call he talked about the seller, the lady, she said, I don't talk to the tenants. I would have loved for him to talk a little bit more about that. Why doesn't she talk to the tenants? It seemed like she might have had some problems with them before. And obviously I give him a 5 for the verbal, 5 for the sign. And then obviously, he got under contract for $1,000. And I think the MAO was $2,000. So I think he did phenomenal on all those.
Wow, man, that's amazing, man. Thank you so much for that. Listen, man, that was a phenomenal score, man. These are some great scores. I'm very, very interested to see how these carry on throughout the rest of the competition. So thank you so much for that, Brandon. Now we got my guy, Nick. My guy, Nick.
Hey.
What are your thoughts on this, man? That was...
Hey, I'll share with you this. We do this business to get contracts signed.
Number one.
That's the name of the game. That's why we do this business, to give offers, to get them verbally accepted, to send a document and get that bad boy signed. And that is exactly what my guy Anthony did today. So my score is going to be a little bit different than the other two judges' score. And I'll explain here, but hell of a job. He got the job done.
Absolutely. I love that. I love that. Yeah, let's get that scorecard up because I'm interested to see exactly your score and your rationale, on this. All right.
So we can bring it up there. Let's see.
There we go. Wow.
Yep. I want to explain this really quickly. And this all has to do with this business is starting with the end in mind. And the end is mine, like I had mentioned earlier, is getting that bad boy signed. I felt like their report was very close to perfect. And that's why I scored it a 4. It felt like they were getting ready to go for an afternoon coffee and talk real estate. They were going back and forth about meeting up, about talking real estate, about doing this deal, and then talking about doing possible other deals together. And he was trying to coach him up on taxes. He was trying to coach him up on what he knew. So I felt that there was a rapport, and it almost got to the area of just too much talking. But so that's why I didn't give it a 5. So I felt that the rapport was definitely a 4. Negotiations, there wasn't that much of negotiations. And this leads me to the creative option. I felt that there could have been a lot more confidence in that actual offer. It felt like he was really shaky. And I felt the report was there to really give him a firm offer. And I think he probably could have got it a little bit lower. I know that he locked it up for about $1,000. I think he could have got it for $750, possibly even $500. And so I would have liked to see him offer $500 and then maybe meet in the middle at $750. And that's why I scored him a 1 on the creative option. Handling objections, I believe it was a 5, simply because there was very little objections from this guy. He was just ready to go. And I believe that if you're doing the business consistently, day in and day out, talking to seller consistently, day in and day out, you're going to get leads just like this. And that's just the name of the game in this particular competition. It's just the luck of the draw. But when we're in our daily practice in our offices, you're going to get leads that are essentially laydowns. And this was very close to a laydown, but still required some work. So it wasn't so much of a laydown. Identifying paying, scored it a 4. I felt like he could have dove deeper and possibly got this thing at $500 to $750 because he was ready to let it go.
Oh yeah,
he was ready to let it go. When it comes to land in general, right? It's not as desirable sometimes as a regular single family house. So I felt like 500 meeting at 750 was very, very possible. And then 5 on the verbal, 5 on the sign, and then 5 on the net ROI, simply because I think we had the MAO at 2,000, which he could have gone up to. And I think the ARV is possibly at 5,000. So 5 out of 5 on that. But again, if you're watching this thing, name of the game is get this thing signed. So for the contestants that are getting ready to come up, you know what you got to do. You got to get 5s on the last 3, which are verbal, signed, and net ROI. Or it may not come out in your favor. Get the thing signed, and that's the name of the game.
So what Nick is saying, everybody, you get a deal, and he gonna give you them scores. Peep game.
Yeah.
The name of the game: get some deals done. Because why do we do this business?
Get the thing signed. And again, signatures mean money, and everybody likes money, and everybody likes happy sellers. So get the thing signed.
Let's get my guy up on the screen with 84 points. Shout out to you. How you feeling?
What's up, bro? I'm feeling good. That was fun. That was awesome. I really appreciate the feedback. I think that it's tough. Like, I could do this all day without the lap, without the camera. I mean, I could just do it all day. Close deals is what I do. But with the camera and just like knowing there's people watching, you're just like kind of shaky, so you're not really giving it like your best performance. So, I mean, I think I did pretty good. I could have definitely did better. I had fun, shout out to everyone in the competition, everyone putting this together. Like, I used to study this competition when I first started, and that's what really put me on the next level. So,
what I loved about your style is that it didn't seem salesy. Is that something you came in as a strategy point, or is this something that you just haven't developed that commission breath yet? What is that?
Yeah, so I study a lot, bro, and I feel like the main characteristic of like getting like the job done and putting the deal together is that like an instant rapport. Like, at the end of the day, people are going to do business with people they like, people they can trust. So like, if you could get in and be cool with someone, that's like the name of the game. Just be cool with someone, and boom, that's like you're already like at a 60% close. Like, be cool with someone, like befriend them, befriend someone, and then you're good to go, in my opinion.
Sounds great. Listen, Guy, I thoroughly enjoyed that. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time, and I thank you for that performance. But we're gonna get this ball rolling. We have another contestant that seems to be a fan favorite from a lot of different people. I mean, her name was blowing up in the chat crazy. We got Jennifer Shelton, okay? And she's up next from SoCal. She's closed over 40 deals and is the best closer because she uses creative finance, and she says she'll even use some notes if needed. So I want to see if she brought this notepad to the Closers Olympics today. Shout out to Jen Shelton. How you doing? Oh, we can't hear you. We got to hear you.
My bad. I'm great. How are you?
I am excellent. I can't wait to hear why you have so many people in the chat going crazy for you. That's what I want to know.
Lady power.
Lady power is in the building.
And with you guys, I try to follow the mantra of sub 2 and pace and be a go-giver. So I try to connect with as many people as possible and JV with as many people as possible. So I feel like teamwork makes the dream work.
That is a fact. Well, we're going to get this clock started and get you on them phones so we can listen to these skills. How about that?
That's great. And my little girls are watching downstairs. So I'm doing this for Ryland and Ridley.
I love it. Let's go.
All right. Awesome. So I was just going to see if the leads are refreshed. They're the same leads as before. Am I starting like with a...
Yeah, everybody has different leads. So the ones that were yours before were only yours. You don't got to worry about that.
Oh, okay. I only see mine the whole time. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Thanks for clarifying.
Yes, ma'am.
Let me turn you down.
Yep. So make sure that you mute us. And then also, if you're still hearing us, when you get a seller on the phone, put that address in the back chat. She couldn't hear us.
Please leave your message for. Message for 5-1.
Okay, that one's going straight to voicemail, so I'm going to move on.
Jen has come with a lot of hype. I think Pace has even put up $5,000 betting that Jen's going to win today. And I think that if she makes it to the finals or something along those lines, he's putting up 10.
Wow. And the clock hasn't been going, y'all.
Yep, that doesn't happen till first pickup.
Hello? Hi, Michelle. This is Jen. I got your request for a fast cash sale on your property on Brookings Court. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good. I am calling to chat with you about that. I have a few questions and then we can talk numbers if you're interested. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, awesome. Well, catch me up to speed. What has you considering selling?
Oh, because I'm buying another house, so I'm trying to get rid of this one, and then whatever I get from this one goes to the new market.
You're buying another house. That's exciting. So you already have that lined up, it sounds like?
Yeah, I already got it lined up. I'm in closing already.
Oh, really? So when is closing?
It should be, they accepted my offer, so it should be in the next two weeks. I close.
Wow. Congratulations. That's amazing. So do you need to sell this house in order to buy that house?
No, I don't.
You don't? Okay. Well, that's good. So then what have you tried to do to sell so far?
Well, really nothing. I was just seeing what would be a cash offer on this house, so I don't have no problems. Like just having it just sit on the market.
Yeah, you don't want to have it sit on the market. That's definitely a possibility when you list. It sounds like you've kind of been shopping it around already. What sort of offers have you been getting?
$425. I think the max someone offered. The house in my area is listing at like $450, $475.
That's what you're seeing. Other ones are listed for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And so you're coming up with the 425 because you're kind of taking into account, like commissions and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. So if we were to be the right buyer, then when would you'd want to close? Like tomorrow? I mean, you're ready to go. Is there anything that you? Okay.
I just have to pack while I need to get all my stuff out, but yeah, I'm ready to close.
Okay. So like within 30 days would work for you.
Maybe less, yeah.
Okay.
If I close in 2 weeks, but give me some time to like get all my stuff out.
Yes.
30 days, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. We want you to it's moving is stressful enough. So we want you to release stress, right? So that's our job. You're right. Like when you sell off market, we're trying to make it quick and easy. So all that being said, is the property market ready, or is there some work that needs to be done? Because I don't see any. I have to see some photos online. Are these like the most current?
No. So I pretty much did everything, like the kitchen, the flooring. The kitchen has granite. One of the bathrooms is completely done, but that's why I was like holding on. Because the master bathroom has to get remodeled. Like I have all the materials, but I just haven't found anyone to do it.
I see. Okay. Well, just like, because I know you have spent a lot of time on this already, it sounds like. I want to be straightforward because you sound super honest, and I love dealing with people like you. I'm going to be I'm going to be the same way. So if we can get you to that next place and we can put cash in your pocket, we can close, in the next 30 days. and I could give you a number that I'm certain we can close on, would you be willing to accept less than that?
So what are you like offering? What is less than 425?
Yeah, well, I'm not saying this is my number, but I'm just telling you from poking around on the internet, like what other cash buyers are paying in your area for a quick close and taking it as is more like somewhere around like 370, 375, maybe 380. If we could give you that certainty with closing, is that something that you would consider?
No, because OfferPad offered me 405 right when that was with all the commissions and everything. So I think I'm just gonna go with OfferPad.
You know, I'm so glad you brought them up because I had a homeowner yesterday call me, signed a contract with OfferPad, had them tied up. 2 weeks before closing, they wanted their contractor to walk the property. And guess what happened?
What happened?
They wanted a price reduction. And guess for how much?
How much?
Not a little, a lot, like 30 grand a lot.
Okay.
Guess what my offer was?
I'll just think about it. Right now I'm at work, so I'll call you like around 4:30.
I have one more question for you.
Yeah.
If I could get you that number, would you be open to taking payments on it? If I could get to your number and we're able
to like taking payments on it.
Well, I would elevate you to a lender and I would give you as the lender a down payment at close to help with your moving expenses. And then on the rest of your equity, I would pay you monthly payments. Is that something that you would consider?
I could consider it, but right now I'm talking to you from my watch. So after 4:30, I could call you back.
I 100% understand. I do that all the time. So let's like 4 minutes later, when you get off work, we can talk more about it. Does that work?
All right then. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks. Bye.
It ain't hype, y'all. I think she's the truth.
Man, I think that might be one of the greatest objection handlers to the OfferPad situation.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
She's moving and grooving. Curious to see how that call ends in 4 minutes.
Yeah. I want to see if she calls her back in 4 minutes.
Hi, Sabrina. This is Jen. I got your request for a fast cash sale on your property on Telek Way. Was that you who filled that out?
Yeah, but can you call me back on next week?
Oh, do you have now? So my funding team, we're looking at houses that we can buy in the next 30 days. Are you available just for 2 minutes? I just got to ask you 2 questions.
Well, I'm dealing with a health crisis right now. That's
my
why
gosh.
you can call me back next week.
I am so sorry.
That'll be fine though, because we're looking for something to sell before 30 days.
You know, Sabrina, I completely understand, and I wish you the best. Let's talk next week.
All right, thank you.
Okay, bye.
In a situation like that, I would do a takeaway. They say, "Can you call me back next week?" No, I can't.
Hi, Melissa. This is Jen. I am calling because I got your request for a fast cash sale on your property on Tip Top Trail. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm great, thank you. Catch me up to speed. What has you considering selling?
So we moved to Vegas and the house is just sitting there. So we need to sell it.
Oh, wow. You moved to Vegas. Congratulations. Is this a good thing?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. And so how long has it been vacant?
3 weeks.
3 weeks. So new. And what was going on before the 3 weeks? Were you living there? Was it a rental?
Oh yeah, we live there.
Okay, you lived there.
Yep.
And I imagine you've been getting a lot of calls because it's vacant. How has it been going trying to sell?
Oh, we're still just getting stuff out, so.
You're still just getting stuff out?
Yep.
Okay. So it doesn't sound like you're in a, if we were to be the right buyer, would you be looking to sell in the next 30 days? You're thinking more like, yes. Okay.
No, the house is empty itself. We just have like carpets cleaned and tile cleaned and all that fun. It's just like now we have, the last stuff when you're moving in the outside in the garage. That's it.
Okay. All right. So it's pretty much ready to go.
Yep.
Okay. Well, that's great. Okay. So then what is it that you're hoping to get from?
Well, before we go any further, it does have lease solar on it, and that does turn off a lot of people.
I'm sorry. Say it again. It has solar?
It has lease solar. Yeah, it's leased.
Lease solar. Okay. So what's been the biggest challenge with trying to sell to investors? Has that been it, or is there something else?
The lease solar. Yeah. Well, to anybody, because when they first came out with solar, everything was leased. And now it's like you can buy out, purchase solar, but the lease solar is a little different, trickier.
Yeah, I see. So what is it that you need from a buyer in order to make it a deal?
So I know right now, because I'm a real estate agent also, that I could list it for like 410. But really just to be done, like 350 is what would be the hopeful number.
I knew you were a smart woman. So you're a realtor?
Yes.
That's awesome. Okay, so
I just want to be done.
you just want to be done. Okay, so you don't, even as a realtor, you don't want to deal with, you don't want to deal with showings and all that.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why I moved out first. And then we were talking because I sold my parents' house the same way. It was just easier after they passed.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I wonder what I could get for our house. So.
Okay, so that makes great sense. So since, in your professional opinion as a realtor, what do you think it needs to get it market ready? The big things.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Sorry, we just got in the car. The GPS.
No worries. I can hear you fine.
Make a look to Alcorn.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
So I just told my husband where, because I have the GPS and I didn't realize. Stop! What are you doing? Now my phone's freaking out.
No worries. I can hear you. So what do you think it needs to get it market ready? What are how much would we have to put into it? Ballpark.
Well, I mean, if you wanted it to be pretty, it would be. Stop going to the car. Oh, sorry.
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Over the kids. All right. Really, the only thing if you wanted it to be prettier would be like carpet and everything, but.
Carpet. That's all it needs.
Carpet. Maybe it's got tile flooring.
Okay. So when you talk about this lease solar, what needs to be done? Is that can it be paid off? Is it an extra monthly expense? And if so, how much is it that we would have to?
I mean, it can be paid off. I don't know what the magic number is for it.
So is your 350 accommodating the lease solar? Is it taking that into consideration?
Well, I wouldn't be paying it off for 350. It'd have to be a lot higher. But I know it can be assumed. The lease solar is assumable as well. And it's like $280 a month.
Okay. So it's $280 a month. Okay. So in terms of what you're looking for, though, you said you're looking for about 350. Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that if we could take the property as it is and work with your timeline so that you could move out and whatnot?
So it could be done.
Yeah. So it could be done and we could handle the lease solar and all of that. Then are you open to taking lower than that? I mean, is that your bottom line?
Magic, what the number, what the volley back would be,
Okay. Well, since you're a realtor and I'm a home buyer, and I'm sure you work with a lot of us directly, Why don't we work? Let's work together and see how we can make a plan happen, make a deal for both of us. Yeah. So I'm just like poking around. I had my funding partner just send me a message here, and just like at a quick glance, it's looking like somewhere around, like based on, comps and other cash buyers are paying, somewhere around like 320, somewhere around there, like 315, maybe somewhere 300, looking like to 320. Is that a window that would work for you?
Possibly. I'd have to talk to my husband about it, but possibly.
Okay, possibly. Is your husband there?
No, he's at work right now. It's just me and the kids.
Oh, okay. Okay. So would we need to have him like on a three-way conversation in order to agree on a price?
Definitely wouldn't be instantaneous because we're not the type that jump at it.
Yeah.
But if you guys wanted to check it out and everything beforehand, let me know without just the blind pictures and all that. That would be fine.
I understand. It looks like if the property, the pictures online that I see, perhaps these are ones that we could go off of.
Yeah, because those ones, since those ones are done, I've painted the cabinets all white.
Okay.
I have put shelves up around the fireplace. The walls are now like a gray and a white instead of the beige.
Yeah, no worries. That all makes sense, Melissa. Yeah, I
And
know
the
that's all.
appliances are all more modern.
Okay. I have a question. So let's just say hypothetical. We were able to take on the lease solar and kind of close within, 2 to 30 days, whenever you get your stuff moved out. And we agree like with 327, just in your humble professional opinion, do you think 315, somewhere around there, would get the deal done for you?
Maybe. Like I said, I have to talk to my husband. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, I know. No, don't worry. Nothing you say will be held against you. I just want to make sure that I can tell my funding partner that like it's a no or a go. Like you wouldn't accept 315 because that just doesn't work for you.
Oh, 315 no.
315 no. Okay. So we know 315 is a no. What do you think your husband would say is a yes?
I have no idea. He like.
Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay.
1 second. I was turning my phone is glitching off my ear.
Oh, no worries. Well.
Uh-oh. You might have just lost Jen. I don't look as good as her, so I don't know if you guys want me up here. You guys are here for Jen. Well, we're going to hold the fort down until we get Miss Jen back.
Byron, I think you're muted. She disappeared.
Oh, no.
While we get Jen back, what were you guys' thoughts, honest thoughts about how she was moving on them phones?
Man, so far it's going well, but she has to get a contract signed. If she wants to walk away with the W, based upon the previous scores, I think right now, if she gets 5s on everything, but she doesn't get a contract signed, I don't think she can win.
Yeah. So, do you think that she's doing good on the call that she's on, or is she wasting time? What's your thoughts on that, Nick?
Borderline. I think that, she's really, I'll tell you what, she's a connector. She's what we call an instantaneous connector. I think she can connect with just about anybody. And that's what makes her style just so unique. She's just a very attractive personality on the phone. She can really connect at a high level. I think for the sake of this competition, she just has to move it a little bit quicker and faster and get to the point because she does got to get that contract signed. But as far as her being able to communicate at a ridiculously high level, I can see why Pace was pumping her up. She's definitely, the real deal when it comes to that. And I think that's very important. But for the sake of the competition and the business in general, got to get to the point.
Wow. Brandon, are you off this call? Or are you on this call?
If I was her, I would try to get off this call, just for the reason being is that not all the party decision makers are there. She's saying that her husband needs to be there to make a decision, and it seems like she's not going to be obviously getting this one signed. What I would like her to do is to kind of touch on those points. I like to eliminate my competitors, so I'm eliminating obviously a realtor. Do you want to fix it yourself? And at this point in time, she says she doesn't want to list it because she is a realtor. And also, do you have the funds to fix it yourself, right? So I would try to touch on those points. And then also, obviously, on closing costs and commission, and try to go ahead and price anchor her a little bit, lower to understand her perspective. But I think that she should move on to another call and probably call them back.
I think, wasn't there a call? I think that she had a call. I'm not sure if she called them back.
Oh, yeah, 4 minutes. Yeah, it's been over 4 minutes.
That's the one. That's probably
the one
her
that she
hottest
needs
bet,
to go.
right?
I mean, I'm in agreement with everybody. I think that, she's definitely on the 4s and the 5s, but I think she needs to get at least a verbal or a signed contract to make sure that she beats Guy for sure.
Yeah.
So, Liam, what do you think about that first call that she had from a cadence and skill set perspective? What was your thoughts on that?
Oh, beautiful. Third-party storytelling is one of my favorite strategies. When you're on the phone, if you can relate to the seller and get some information over to them while telling a good story that they can relate to,
We got
you got Jen back?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Hi. Shoot, that sucks. I don't know where I lost you, but okay.
All right, Miss Jen is back. Miss Jen is back.
How long ago did I lose you? I don't even know. Let's see.
Not too long ago. You're A-okay.
Okay. Okay, good.
Welcome to AT&T voicemail.
Now, just to wrap up what I was saying is third-party storytelling is beautiful. There's one thing, and the one thing that I would do a little bit differently is she has a bit of what I call phone voice, just a little bit. It's where you sound a bit salesy. It's like she sounds like a realtor. I would try and get a bit more informal while keeping the same energy, keeping the same tonality, but just getting it to be a bit more informal, personal conversation. But other than that, it's very nitpicky, very minute. Matt, she lost connection, so we paused it while we were getting her back online. That's why. The clock's running now.
Do you guys think she's calling back the first lead or
Kerwin?
Or new leads?
I'm not certain. My understanding of that first lead was she said she was available at 4:30, not in 4 minutes.
Oh, got you.
Okay, I heard 4 minutes, but you're probably right. 4:30, so that's probably what she's doing.
Whoever she gets on the phone next, I would put all effort into that, getting that to a verbal at all costs, any and all costs.
What are we at? We had about 10, 11 minutes left.
Yeah.
A
A verbal at a bad price is better to me than no verbal at all.
I think a verbal definitely keep her in the game.
Let's go. Let's go.
Hello?
Hi, Kerwin. This is Jen. I have a note that says you filled out a form for a fast cash out sale on your house on Bannock. Is that you?
Yeah, I was looking for to see exploring what offers I could get on it. I'm not really in a rush to sell, but if the price is right, I would like $260 on it. And I want $250. So I would actually close a deal on it and it's in my pocket. I'll pay the rest of that mortgage, which is $260,000, a little less. And that's what I would do. But other than that, wouldn't be interested.
So you want $250, you said. Okay. And you said you're not in a hurry, but if we could give you an offer that met your needs and we agreed on that, then what would be your timeline for selling? You thinking next like 30 days, 60 to 90?
30 days.
30 days. Okay, 30 days would work for you. And do you already have a place?
They're building $2 million house right now. They're doing construction. They just leveled out the ground with brick walls, putting the fences, and it's going to be probably 800,000 a piece to $1 million. Two-story houses right next door.
Oh wow. Okay.
I'm right below Dictionary Hill in Spring Valley, so it's suburban type of area.
Got it.
And,
well, you
close to the highway, so yeah, it's worth every bit of that.
Close to the highway. Okay, is the close to the highway like a problem, or you're saying it's a good thing?
That's a good thing.
Okay.
I mean, travel downtown, you're like 10 minutes from downtown San Diego.
Got it. Okay. Well, Kerwin, what is most important to you about selling?
Well, I'll be 62 next month, and I was looking at maybe either Las Vegas or Arizona.
62?
I'm gonna take that 250 and buy something cash.
Okay.
And preferably a 2 or 3 bedroom condo, because I don't want to be cutting grass and all that. It's property, and that's what I would do with the money. I would reinvest and put that money toward a condo, and more than likely Las Vegas.
All right. Well, I like that you have a plan, and you don't sound like you're almost 62. I don't know what your secret is, but you sound good. So it sounds like you've done some homework then, Kerwin. You know exactly what you want. Have you found the 2-bedroom condo?
Right. Yeah. Like I say, not found it, but I know they're there. So that
Yeah. Okay. So then what do you need? Do you need to sell? Then you need to sell this house because you want to pay cash for your next condo?
Exactly.
And do you need all the money from this to buy, or do you have, your supplemental somewhere?
I would use it all because I'll be retired, so I'm not really worried about my retirement. It's very comfortable. So yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. You said your retirement. You already have your retirement set up. Is that what you said?
I'm retired military. Yeah.
Oh, thank you for your service.
Yeah, so I have a good income.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I have a lot of respect for the military.
$1,400 a month, $1,340 a month, and I get like $4,600 a month of retirement. So
nice.
Anywhere you look at it, I'm comfortable. I have a 30-year fix, so I'm not really
okay.
Not fix or nothing. I'm not a couple payments from losing the property or anything like that.
Yeah. No, it doesn't sound like that. Actually, I'm working with I just ended up having a conversation with another military couple, and they have their entitlements that they're using on their current house, but he's also military and they're moving out of state. So they have enough entitlements where they're able to keep their current mortgage in place. So are you going to be using entitlements on your next purchase?
Say that again?
Are you going to be using your entitlements on your next condo? I mean, is that a possibility for you?
It's a possibility, but I've done enough research to know what $250,000 or anything I want in Las Vegas concerning as far as condos are concerned.
Yeah. Okay. So you have your number. You seem super set on that. What have you tried to do to sell so far?
Excuse me?
What have you tried to do to sell so far?
Talk to people like you that call and inquire. And I tell them what I'm looking for, and I leave it on the table.
Okay. All right. So what can I bring to you that you haven't got yet so that you can buy that condo?
Explain that.
Well, I mean, is it just the money? You haven't got the right offer yet? Is there something else?
It has to be 250. It was 250. It would have put me open. I wouldn't be talking to you right now.
So you're saying that you have not got the 250,000 yet. What are those other offers?
Yeah, I'm pretty close to it, but not close enough.
What other offers are you getting?
I got like 248.
248?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and 248 didn't cut it for you?
No, that would be 250.
250, bottom line. So like 249 is a no.
No. Yeah, it's a no.
Okay. So let me put you on hold because we just had a deal fall to escrow There was a huge lien on the property. I imagine that's not going to be the case here, and they weren't able to fix it. So we do have some funds where we can actually close now. So let me put you on hold for a minute. Okay? Okay.
Right now on the back end, we're just double checking the comps and making sure that it makes sense from what everything looks like. The ARV and MAO seem to be right.
Erwin, my funding partner said, at first he came in at like 225. And I said, that's not going to work for this gentleman. He really needs the 250 bottom line. And so I got him to come up to 250. So if we can put that onto paper, are you able to sign a purchase agreement today?
Today, call me back tomorrow so I can get in contact with one of my family members and we can get rolling on it.
Can I be honest with you?
Yep.
I am in a competition right now with two of my best friends. And whichever of us finds a house to buy and gets a purchase agreement signed first wins. Could we get this purchase agreement signed? It would mean the world to me, and I know that it would really help you too. And I would hate for it to slide on by.
So what was the purchase agreement? Give me the full.
It would be a $250,000 purchase cash, as is. We close in 30 days. If you want to close sooner, there is an opportunity to do that. We can always push title. We open up with a local title company. And given the title is
the mortgage, the 260, I know about that, paying that off, right?
Oh, are you saying you needed 250 on top of the mortgage?
Of course.
What? So how much is your mortgage?
My mortgage, I owe about 260 on the property. So basically what I'm telling you is that's just add it up, 260 plus 250. How much is that?
Yeah. That is that's unfortunate at 510 cash.
Wouldn't that be pretty stupid just to give you my house?
Well, you know what? No, I mean, you're not stupid, and I would not want you to give me your house. But let me ask you this. So you're saying that your bottom line is 510, not a penny lower?
Yeah.
So what if we could
You know what? You'd really be stealing it because this is a 3-bedroom in an exclusive neighborhood, 3-bedroom, 1 bath.
Let me ask you this because I only have Kerwin. I'm sorry, Kerwin. I'm sorry to interrupt, Kerwin.
Ghetto Park in the ghetto part of San Diego.
Kerwin.
Down in San Diego on Market Street.
Kerwin, I only have.
They're selling a 1-bedroom.
Can I politely interrupt you, Kerwin?
Old house.
Kerwin, are you there? Okay. What if we were able to keep your entitlements in place and you were still able to get a loan and use your entitlements on your next condo? And then we could pay you that $250 over time. We could make you payments on the $250. So you would get it, but in installments. Is that something that you would consider? No, I know. What if, I have one more option. What if we could do something called a fix and list where we got it market ready. I pay for all your expenses. I pay for all your mortgage payments. And then I bring in my own crews, put the money into the repairs. We list it in like 3 months. And then you get paid more money. No. You're just like, and what happens if you don't get this 5-10 cash? What will you do?
I'll just live my life here until March now.
Okay. So you're okay with just staying there if you don't get that money?
100%. 100%. Yeah.
Okay.
Very comfortable. I'm very comfortable. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I like your attitude. You've been a pleasure working with. Maybe we can help you find a condo or something like that on the back end. You know, I can consult with my other comrades.
I'll make something that might make some sense to you. You find me, I'm more interested in a 1 or 2 bedroom condo, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get together with your buddy, and y'all buy a 1 or 2 bedroom condo. to it and do what the hell you want with this property. That's the best I can do for you. And then to give you something to work on. Y'all can try to head together. You know what I mean? But give me a 1 or 2 bedroom.
That was an exciting call to listen to. I must say that was very exciting. You know, put in the chat if you felt like you witnessed a lot of great sales skills in the chat. If you believe that you just witnessed a lot of great sales skills, put that in the chat, and also add the sales skills that you picked up on that you liked about what we just witnessed there. Because listen, I know that even though we didn't get a contract, but the skill set, it was definitely some skills on display. Okay, so put in what you thought was impressive to you. I see Monique. He just came in. He said that she was able to overcome a lot of objections. I agree. You know, listen, she was the bomb at labeling. Labeling was definitely on point. Listen, shout out to y'all. And here's the deal. The reason why I like to point out the skill sets, even though we didn't get the deal, is because at the end of the day, that is how we are able to get these deals on a consistent basis. Okay. That's how we get that done. And also, we're going to be giving that early bird. We're going to be announcing, number one, we're going to be announcing who's the winner, right? So of the free giveaway. But also for the people who didn't win, make sure, listen, take advantage of these 50 plus hours of live closers Olympics footage, even if you didn't win, even though we're going to be announcing a winner. Okay. But I want you to take advantage of that for only $297, right? And you also get a step-by-step sales course plus general admission to the final competition in July. So this is amazing. So you definitely want to take advantage of that for sure. But listen, I'm just so interested to see what the judges are going to come back with. I mean, I was definitely on pins and needles the whole time as I was watching this thing. I thought she was going to bring a couple of them home. Felt like she was getting real close. But at the end of the day, like Nick said, we're in this business to get contracts. So, Liam, what are your thoughts?
What's up? You know, I don't think you guys are going to like it. I'm just kidding. This is everything that you guys are going to be expecting me to score. I'm going to pull it up here. For rapport, I'm going to give her a 5 on that. Fantastic. Great at taking control of the call. She was fantastic at driving the call forward. She had her next step she was going to, and just great at using these third-party stories to just relate to the seller. It's beautiful. For negotiations, I gave her a 4 because she had good back and forth. She moved into different offers and different strategies very seamlessly, which is what you want to see. Now, for the creative option, I gave her a 3. I think she could have gotten more. There just wasn't the opportunity to get deeper into the pitch. That's where you're going to get more points from it. For handling objections, 5. I mean, we remember the open door one, and we've seen her handle people trying to get off the phone. She was relentless. She wasn't giving them any space, pretty much making them hang up on her. And then for identifying pain, I gave her a 4. And the only reason it's not a 5 is absolutely perfect. It's like there's nothing I would have done differently in that instance. And so in identifying pain, I just would have liked to see her get a couple more back and forth within that, really kind of get that seller into that space. But then, of course, we didn't get that verbal. We didn't get that signed contract. We didn't get the net ROI. So we'll see what happens for the rest.
Wow. Thank you for that. That's amazing. You know, listen, I can't wait to hear what Brandon comes with on this, because that was actually a very good score. A very good score from Liam outside of, you know, closing a deal. And I really agree with you on a lot of the things that you brought up on there. But we got my guy Brandon up.
Yo. Man, that was a great call. I do want to make sure everybody does remember that she was on a great roll until we lost connection with her, right? for a couple of minutes there, right?
That's true.
I don't know if you can bring up my score really quick, or do I do it? All right, there it goes. So I ended up giving her a 5 on rapport. I feel like she's a really good connector. I feel like she's really good at trying to understand what people's situation. I feel like she's good at mirroring and matching. So I gave her a 5 on that one. Negotiations, I also gave her a pretty good 5 on that one. I felt like she was going back and forth pretty well. The creative option, I gave her a 5 just for effort. I feel like she did try that a couple times on each and every call. So I gave her a 5 on that one as well. Handling objections, I gave her a 4. The reason being is because towards the end, I felt like she was getting a little bit aggressive, a little pushy. And I feel like at that point in time, she was just trying to obviously just go for points. Some calls, I felt like she could have did a little bit better on the objection side. So that's why I gave her a 4. Identifying pain, I think she did fantastic on it as well with the realtor call, with the initial call as well. And then also with this last call, understand that he wanted a condo and all that good stuff with that piece. And then obviously verbal agreement. I know that she didn't get one. I gave her a 2 once again for effort, just because it seemed like he was interested, but then obviously we found out that he wanted 510 and not 250. So I just wanted to give her a 2 for effort on that. So my total was 26.
Wow. 26. That was a phenomenal score. Nothing short of almost perfect, right? If she had gotten a contract. Thank you so much for that, Brandon. We got my guy Nick.
Yo. To kick it off, Jen. I think easily one of the top connectors that I have seen in the game on display live in front of a couple hundred people. I just want to share that with everybody. If you're taking notes, she can connect with just about anybody. And my score will reflect that today.
Man, I can't wait to see this. Let's see it. Let's get this thing up, because man, I was on pins and needles, man. It was.
and I think that if she would have, I think there was a call at the beginning. We keep talking about it. Hope we can get some clarification on it, where that's actually not my score. There's an updated score. But there was a call at the beginning where I think she had mentioned either call her back in 4 minutes, or she had said call her back at 4:30.
Yeah.
And I think that could have been the signed contract. I think she was talking on her Apple Watch. And it's just unfortunate that we couldn't hear how that conversation would have ended, because I think that if she would have got that verbal, at least a verbal on that bad boy, if not a possible signed contract, then she'd probably be in the high 30s for sure.
Wow.
So hopefully they can update this. There it is right there.
There we go.
So I'll kick it off. Obviously, rapport, like I had mentioned, connecting is building rapport. And I felt like each and every single seller, even people that didn't wanted to hop off the phone, she was still there, right? Trying to build some type of connection. And then with everybody who was on over a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, it was almost like a warmth, right? Very comfortable, very professional, someone that I want to do business with. So I gave her a 5 off the bat. Negotiations, another 5, because I felt that she did everything in her power to try and get out an offer, right? Try and get out an offer, try and give them a price, try and give them a range, try and give them a ballpark, trying to just get something done. I don't think there's really much else she could have done. Creative options, she was throwing them out there left and right. Again, looking for ways to get something signed. And just, I think that call, like I said earlier, probably would have been the one, but unfortunately it just didn't happen for her. Handling objections, I think that she handled the objections appropriately. And especially on that last call when the guy was, we all had thought that he was talking about $250,000 purchase price, right? Which threw everybody off because the ARV was somewhere in the 500s. And then once we found out that that's how much he wanted to take home net, she was still able to try and broker some type of deal. And I think that was really significant, because most people probably would have panicked. I think he was kind of more or less of like, this is disrespectful if you think I'm going to sell my house for $250. And she was able to navigate her way through that situation, and then identifying the pain. I felt that she was, like, again, great connectors do that naturally. So I felt that she was able to try and relate, and also try to relate and give things that happen, in the past. I think she had mentioned something along, hey, we had a deal fall out of escrow. I think that we may be able to make something happen. So again, and then last but not least, a 0 on the verbal, 0 on signed contract, and 0 on the ROI. Just unfortunate that those, I think those last 3 just kind of killed her. But other than that, I was just extremely impressed. I think she's an asset to her company and her team, or if she's a one-woman show, she's a boss.
I love it, man. And I love the way you were able to break that down, man. I need to get Jen up because I want to know what she thought. What did you think about this? First of all, what do you think about the score? And shout out to you. Let's start there.
I'm super excited. I feel I'm very grateful for all of your feedback. And yeah, that's just kind of what I do day in and day out, except usually I have like 2 monkeys, like asking for bananas and like pulling at my skirt and asking for diapers changed. So this was actually, a good situation.
Wow. So 70 points. That is phenomenal. That's nothing short of just almost perfect, right? Without getting a contract. You had gotten a contract. I don't even know where we'd be right now. What are your thoughts about just some of the things the judges said about your score?
Yeah, I mean, it resonates. I think I got a little bit like aggressive at certain times because I was thinking like clock, contract. So perhaps if I had pulled back a little bit with that first one, maybe we could have actually had a verbal. And so I appreciate that. I do just want to thank Daniel Quijano and Jess Smith for really giving time towards me these last couple of weeks to give me some really great feedback and to really help me elevate.
Shout out to them. I really appreciate that. I really enjoyed that call. And I just want to kind of give you a shout out, because that was amazing. I can see why the chat was blowing up for Jen. Thank you. Well, listen, we got one more competitor coming to the game, and his name is Jamar Carzal, right? From ATL, Georgia. He's closed 16 deals. And this is my favorite part. When we asked him, why am I the best closer? He says, I don't know. I'm going to let the judges check out the skills for themselves. So he's coming in with extreme confidence. I'm excited to see exactly what he's going to be able to show us today as to why he deserves to not only be in this competition, but to win this competition today. Listen, we got some big scores. Jamar, how you feeling?
I feel good.
You feel like a contract on the way?
I gotta get one whether I want to or not, man. Guy came and closed it on his round, so I gotta get a contract.
I love it.
Gotta get one.
Let's get our judges up and get this clock started so we can get this ball rolling.
There we go. I like how we stated, I got to get it done. I got to get a contract. For everybody watching, we don't play real estate. We don't play phone calls. We play getting contracts signed. And so that's what Jamar has in store if he wants to take the gold home today. Get it signed.
He knows what the bar is. He knows what he has to go for. He has absolutely no room to back off of anything. Like every single call that he gets on, he has to be going for the contract. That's it.
Yeah. And
is everybody, are all signers there? Are you ready to sign today?
I was going to say he has to make sure he's watching that clock as well.
Now, I don't know if he knows, but he muted himself.
I think he might be having some
Jamar, on the StreamYard, there's a button that says mute. It's going to be on the bottom of the page on the left side. It's red for you. You got to click that, and then you'll be unmuted. I don't think he knows. Hey, can somebody on the back end text him on his phone?
Because he could be on a call and we might not know. And
Yep.
the timer hasn't started just yet. And it sounds like he might be on a call. So let's get him unmuted.
Hang on, I'm gonna dial him up myself.
For everybody who's watching, while we're getting this taken care of, I mean, majority of us are all, I'd say 99% of us are all real estate investors. So, I mean, use these competitions as a way to improve
Can you hear me?
There he is.
Yes, we can. Yes, we
Can you
can.
hear me?
Yep.
I'm not muted anymore.
Nope. You're good to go.
Can everyone hear me?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I can't hear you on my end.
Beautiful. Yep. Now make sure that you turn the sound off so that we or you cannot hear us, but keep your mic unmuted. Just turn your volume down.
I know it's muted.
I'm sorry, your message cannot be recorded as this user's mailbox is full. Please try again. I'm sorry, your message cannot be recorded as this user's mailbox is
Good question, John. The clock starts as soon as the first person picks up. Nope, he's good. We can hear him.
the Google Fi Wireless.
I'm still muted.
Nope.
The Google Fi Wireless subscriber you have called is not available. Please leave a message.
Always, once we're getting later in the day, people are settling down for dinner. I just hope that he knows to be double dialing, because that first dial, you're just a scammer. That second dial, you're somebody important.
I think at this point, triple dial is probably necessary. Let's get this bad boy going.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 503702.
Yeah. Is your streaming app muted?
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 5037023167 is not available.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
They can hear you now. Triple down.
This guy has some ominous sounds in the background. Jeez. I think once we get him on the phone, he is gonna find his pace. What's going on in his background? It looks like he's maybe at a bounce house convention. They got all those fans going. Didn't the clock start right away for the first guy? He got a pickup right on the first dial. First call, the guy picked up. So yes. He's at the Bahamas. It was hot out there. That's where he's at. Uh-oh. I will go head to head with every single one of these people. These leads are questionable. They are not. We got a contract signed. We had so many conversations. It's dinner time. Gotta be triple dialing.
Please leave your message for...
All right, nobody's picking up. Let's see who we're going now. All right, we're in GA. We're in Georgia here. Somebody got to pick up.
People still talking about the leads, Daniel. Man, you know what? I'll say this right now. Next person who talks about leads, I will go head to head with you. I will give you any lead you want off of iSpeed, and I will be cold calling raw prospects. We can go head to head.
The Text Now subscriber you are trying to reach is not available.
Daniel came in, man. He pieced him up. It wasn't even close to it. He just came in and locked him up. You know, I'm wondering with Jamar being in the Bahamas if that might be having some type of effect on him right now.
The Text Now subscriber.
One more time.
Kenny Brown, you got it right. Yeah, the leads are coming from iSpeed to lead.
The Text Now subscriber.
I've got to think there's something going on with this phone number. There has to be at this point.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice.
Might want to check his number, because if he's using a third-party dialer, it could be coming up as spam or scam likely.
Your call
So
has been
let's,
forwarded to.
we want to message Jamar to check his number. If you guys are using third-party dialers, CallRail, Bumber, always check those numbers.
Well, he's using his cell phone, so that's good. The
He could
bad
be
thing
using
is
his
if he's
cell phone.
calling out of the Bahamas, it might be doing something to his connect
Well,
rate because he's
his
dialing
cell
out of
phone,
there.
typically, you can use a third party, like a Bumber, and you're using your cell phone. We don't know what he's dialing on. So we might want to ask him. You can use the third party dialer on your cell phone. Looks like you're taking a regular call. You could be coming up spam, scam likely.
Hello?
Hey, Liam, this Jamar.
Not coming across as spam.
All right, yeah, I'm.
Oh, my bad. I hung up on him. It's
Yeah, I'm
good.
using my actual cell phone.
How about this? I'm going to just go pop somebody who just filled it out. Man.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice.
Hello.
What is going on a Thursday, man? That people are.
Yes, this is Jamar from Nationwide Cash Offers.
Okay.
Yes, I was reaching out to you. I seen you filled out some information on my website. Looks like you may be interested in selling a property there.
That's correct.
Okay, cool. And curious, what made you fill out information other than, of course, I know you wanted to sell. What caused you to kind of fill out a site on my site?
I don't recall filling out anything on your site.
Okay. Curious, are you interested in selling a piece of property?
Yes, I am.
Okay. To make sure it's the correct one I got, is it the one on Austin Boulevard?
That's correct.
Got it. Got it. So fill me in. What you got here? What's going on with it?
Well, I got an appraisal, and I'm telling people right now that I'm not taking anything under 350.
Okay. So what's going on with the place? You want 350 for it?
There's nothing wrong with it. I just redid it.
Okay. All right. Could you give me a rundown? You just redid it. I mean, like a rundown of like your experience of living there. How's the neighborhood? All
4
that.
years.
Mm-hmm.
Nice neighborhood. It's Cicero. It's diverse.
Nice. Okay. And 350. How fast are you looking to do this?
As soon as possible.
Okay. When you say as soon as possible, what does that mean?
As soon as I find a buyer.
Okay. So, So if I was able to give you 350, how fast would you jump on it? I know you said as soon as possible, but if I say yes to 350 today, does that mean today? Okay.
Yeah.
What will make you say, hesitate on that today?
Why wouldn't I hesitate? I just told you what I'm not taking it under 350.
Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. So, all right. I'll say this. I can do 350. Here's the challenge. How much time will you give me to get to 350?
How you got your realtor information?
Oh no, I'm not a realtor.
I say, do you have your realtor information? Because you have to go through my realtor.
Okay, to buy your property?
Yep.
Okay. So you have this listed on the market with a realtor?
Yes, I do.
Okay. How long have you had it listed?
For a week.
Okay. All right, cool. So it's just the beginning stages of selling it.
Yep.
Got it. What's been feedback so far other than me calling?
Well, you're the first one that reached out to me, so I'm trying to figure out how you get my information.
So, like I said, my website here, Nationwide Investment Group, your name, your address, your phone number came up on it. I'm lost just as much as you how I got there. Could it possibly been your realtor, the one that filled out my website?
I don't know, but what I do is I pass along your information to her.
He has to kick this thing yesterday.
Yeah. What are you passing my information along for?
You said you wanted to purchase.
I don't know what the point of these questions are.
You should have kicked this lead
Have a good day.
Okay.
A long time ago, but she kicked him.
Yeah.
Let's hope he's just heating up. Maybe it's the nerves. Maybe it's the viewers. Maybe it's the 15 rings and no answer.
I think that'll shake your confidence. Nobody's picking up. 100%.
Yeah. So just hope
but
that
I'm
he's
looking down.
You know what I mean? That's
every single lead here, taking a look down them. Every single one submitted. No, it is not listed. Sometimes this happens. So by the way, guys, if you were to get a lead like this, that will be a refund. Good. I'm glad he got off the phone.
Kitchen and just in general, you kick that bad boy quick.
I'm gonna end up calling her back.
Yeah, I agree with you guys.
So let's see. Like I said, let's hope he's heating up. Let's get him a solid, call on a solid lead. See what he can really do.
Your call has been forwarded.
I'm hoping that now that he's had that call, kind of got some of the shakes out of him. Got to take a couple of deep breaths, enter his next call, nice and confident, ready to rock.
She said that bad boy is on the market. Whew. Boy. Do you have anything else you might want to say? Okay, you have a wonderful day, man. God bless you. You hop off.
All right, you've reached Max Shelton.
Hey, I wanted to ask you guys a quick question while he gets a call. How you guys feel about the whole, what's the story on this property, or can you fill me in as like the first question after you set the expectations? Do you guys generally do that?
My go-to is go ahead, Nick.
I absolutely positively know.
Yeah, I don't do that neither. I don't.
I'm hearing that a lot.
Yeah, I'm hearing that too.
0, 6.
But not at all. Million, trillion %. It's hey, is this John? Hey, John, this is Nick. How are you? Reaching out to you about Third Street. Yeah.
3,
Want to see if
0,
you're open,
6.
Open to
3,
an offer. Or
5.
not what are you doing type of situation. You should submit for information you might possibly want to sell. That's it.
Yeah. How about you, Liam?
Every question needs to drive the call forward. Now, what I'm looking for is in the first 20 seconds, 30 seconds of the conversation, I think of this call as a big ball of string. It's a whole bunch of little strings that are all just tied together in this ball. I'm manipulating it and looking at it and trying to find a loose end that I can pull on. So maybe they're going to say something like, I'd sell it at the right price. Boom, we're talking price now. What's the right price?
Yeah, 100%. And the reason why I asked that question is I feel like those questions, what's your story, fill me in, that puts me on the opposite side of the table, and I'm trying to sit on the same side as you, right? I don't want for you to think that I'm thinking bad about your property.
Yep.
Because you can see she said, well, what do you mean? Or I think the previous person was like, what do you mean? What's the story on it? It's a great property, right? So immediately they're implying, oh, you're trying to get a price reduction. Oh, you're going to lowball me. And that's the bad, that's like having something stuck in your teeth when you're on that first date.
Yes. Could I speak to Karen?
Speaking.
Hey, Karen, this is Jamar with Hedge Funds Offers.
Okay.
Quick question. Do you have any idea how I got your number?
A what?
Do you have any idea how I got your number?
No, how'd you get it?
So I have a website, hedge fund offers, and your name, your phone number, and address on 3rd Street came up. Do you have any idea how I got there?
Yeah, I want to sell my house.
Okay, but not right. You're not trying to sell right away, though.
It's gonna be, not sure. 6 months or less, I'm guessing.
6 months or less. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What makes 6 months or less the right time? Is it just the end of the summer?
I have to find a new place to live.
Okay.
And I gotta wait for the income to come in to get it, to be able to even start looking.
Right. Okay. Well, what makes you you selling the place to buy another place? What's making you go that route?
I got the flu shot and I got transverse myelitis from it, so I have paralysis from the waist down. I can move my legs, but I'm in a wheelchair, so I can't do stairs no more.
It's temporary though, right?
Huh?
It's temporary though, right? It's not permanent.
No, it's permanent.
That sucks.
So I can't go upstairs in my house. I can't even get in the house because there's several steps to even get up to the house.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't stay at my home no more.
Right. Okay. In 3 to 6 months, is that when you are you already looking for a place right now, and you thinking it's going to be 3 to 6 months before you actually have a place and actually in it, or what's the how's that process going?
I haven't actually started looking for a home yet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting for the income part to see what I'm going to have to work with.
Okay.
So that's why I'm guessing it could be anywhere, I would say 6 months or less.
Right. Okay. Cool. Well, I'm interested in it. If everything works out, I'm possibly interested in it. Wonder if you got time now to tell me a little bit about the place. That way, 6 months from now, when you are actually ready to let it go, maybe I'm still around to just scoop it up.
Okay.
Yeah. So, give me a rundown. Tell me a little bit about the house and neighborhood and everything.
Okay. Neighborhood's not bad. It's not the greatest, but it's not bad.
Okay.
So in East Toledo, the house is 2-story, huge attic, 4 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. Bathroom was redone where the floor was completely tore out. The raised board was all taken out, all brand new put in, and it had a roll linoleum put in. They said that way if any leaks would happen, it wouldn't get through your flooring to the ceiling below.
Mm-hmm.
It has new cabinet and sink. That was done. I have not been in my house for just over 3 years.
3 years.
And I had that done just before I got sick. And then the kitchen ceiling was completely tore out, all brand new put in, new wiring, and then there's a drop ceiling put below it, which
right.
So that's all brand new.
Mm-hmm.
Flooring in the kitchen's new.
Hold on. When you said earlier the neighborhood was okay, could you elaborate a little bit on that part?
I've never had no major problems there. I know there's some people living across the street that I haven't heard of them really bothering anybody, but their area looks sloppy. Yeah, they got several cars out in the street, and they're not the greatest looking, I guess. I haven't really seen, but people that are rent, they come and go pretty fast. So next 3 to 6 months, it could be a whole new set of people there. Okay. Now, on my house, on both sides of the house, is an empty lot. Well, the one side I bought, and I have it all fenced into with my property. And on the other side, the city's selling that property for $100. So if somebody wanted it for more land, that would be great. And then the house next to that empty lot My neighbor passed away a few years ago, and their family's just letting the house go. So I imagine it's probably either going to get sold for practically nothing, or they're going to just have it. It's just going to be torn down.
Right. And I understand, you know, you in a terrible position. I know you told me you're kind of paralyzed. How long ago, has that happened? That your injury happened?
A little over 3 years ago.
A little over 3 years, and you've been living in the house for the last 3 years, or the house empty?
It's been my home for 20-some years.
20-some. But have you been living in it the last 3 years?
No, but I have my dog there. All my stuff's still there and everything. You know, I have to keep the house lit up, and I have someone that goes over there every day to take care of the dog and check on the property.
Right. So
I have a German Shepherd in the house.
Right. And the next place you go, what are you going to do with your dogs?
Oh, it's going to go with me.
They're coming with you? Okay.
Oh, yeah, they're my babies.
Okay. Well, where are you now where your dogs can't be with you?
I'm at my daughter's, and they have pets, and it wasn't working out.
They have
and
pets?
Besides, I'd rather have my dog at my house to protect it.
Right, exactly. And
the dog did tear up. She was a young shepherd when I got sick. She tore up I had vinyl planking down, and she tore all that up in the front room, and I guess in the parlor, that flooring is messed up from her.
Right.
But I believe the dining room floor is good, and I know the kitchen floor is new.
Okay.
Yeah, it was put down just before I got sick too. I was trying to get some work done around the house. The house will need either the window. The house is built 1897. Has original windows, but the wood around it's bad. It needs to either be replaced or new windows put in. I had siding put on back in somewhere around 20. I don't know. It's been up for a while.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. We do repairs and stuff on houses all the time. You know, a house is a house.
I had a furnace put in, and it's a high efficiency. It comes with transferable warranty to new owner. Trying to think what else I can tell you. I did, like I said, we've had new wiring put in the kitchen ceiling, had a new light put in. It runs from your phones, and you have all different types of settings on your phone for it.
Right.
That porch is small, but the wood would need to be replaced. I don't know if all of it, but some of it.
Quick question. If you're not living in the place, you mentioned earlier at the beginning of the call you needed 3 to 6 months. What was the reason for that? I know you said you had to find another place, so you can't sell it because the dogs are still there?
If I can find somewhere to have my dog go, I could put my stuff in storage.
You don't.
And, but I don't know of anybody. I don't know anybody at right this moment that would take care of her until I can take her home with me.
Oh, no kids or grandkids, anything?
Well, I got kids, but they have dogs, and their dogs are not friendly with other dogs, so we're not sure that it wouldn't work out. My one daughter has a pit and doesn't like other dogs around.
Okay.
And then where I'm at, their dog is very territorial, so.
Jeez, okay. So no place for the dogs just yet. So the challenge right now is just getting the dogs in a place. So this thing could even be longer than 3 to 6 months.
Oh, I'm hoping that. I'm like I said, I'm just waiting for the income, and then I will be out looking.
Okay. Wait,
as soon as I find a place, I'm going to be moving.
What do you mean when you say income?
Oh, I'm waiting on a loan to come.
Oh, you got a loan coming in?
I'm hoping, yeah.
Nice. When are you expecting it to be here?
I don't know.
Don't know.
I don't know.
No clue. A loan like a mortgage loan?
I'm just going for a loan.
You're applying for a loan for another place, or a loan is coming to you. Your loan, somebody loaning you money.
Right.
Got you.
I'm just waiting to see. I have a few options, so I'm just gotta wait and see how it works out.
Right. So, quick question: do you have a place in mind that you know, like an idea in your head, what type of place that you want, the new place that you want to go into? Because
It's got to be a range style, 1 story, so I can get around
story.
my wheelchair.
Yeah, because I'm thinking, what if I could find you one of those places? Maybe help you speed up the process a little bit. I know you hoping it'll be 3 to 6 months. Maybe I can make sure it's in that, you know, that time frame or a little bit sooner. That way I can possibly get my hands on this place and you know, get you to the other place, and I can kind of possibly take over this.
Okay. What are your offer for the house?
I'm not sure. I haven't looked at it because you told me 3 to 6 months. I hadn't even started looking at it. Did you have a price in mind you was looking for?
Well, I was gonna put it up for 30,000.
30,000,
and I gotta, you know, like I said, I've been doing the work on it, and like even the porch, we had a really good and my porch started drooping.
You don't have to give her that range, that ballpark, that figure.
And the
Get off
concrete
this
in
car.
the ground. They said that should last, you know, for a very long time. So I don't have to worry about that no more.
Mm-hmm. And how much is the new place that you're trying to get the loan on for? How much is that going to run you?
Oh, I know, it depends what I can find.
Let's make sure that we're asking all the questions.
Hoping
Let's
to
get to the next call.
get around 150, 140.
Mm-hmm. Looking to get a 150 and 140 for to pay for your next one. What's the down payment on that? Something like that, or are you paying down payment on that?
No, I'm hoping I can just pay it off right away.
Got it. Okay, so I got another call I got to jump on. So I'm gonna throw this at you. I'm curious. I'm definitely looking to buy this. I wonder if you would let me buy this when you have your the new place.
Well, if your price isn't too low, I know.
Well, you want 30, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're gonna go with the 30?
Yeah, let's do 30 once you find your next place.
Oh, sounds great to me.
Okay. Would you?
I can. Huh?
No, go ahead. What question you was gonna ask?
No, go ahead.
No, I wasn't saying anything, but okay, that sounds good. But I heard you say something. What'd you say?
I don't remember what I was gonna say. It was something that popped in my head.
You sound worse than me. I forget stuff all the time.
Agent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So hey, 30 sounds good. I would love to do 30 once you find another place.
Okay.
You say you're gonna give me the opportunity to buy. Quick question: do you wouldn't mind putting that down in writing, would you? Because what happens is a lot when the time comes and people ready to sell, they change their mind or they do something different, and I end up wasting a whole bunch of my time.
Now that you don't have to worry about that. If you're willing to pay the 30, you can. I'll sell you the house.
Okay.
I mean, you don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
Because I've been getting so many calls, and they don't want it. They want me to practically give them the house, and I can't afford to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a lot invested in. Like I said, it does need some work, but
okay. It needs a little bit.
Told you.
So, question: how much work? You told me about the work. In your opinion, how much work in dollars sign do you think it needs?
So he may not see.
I wouldn't even know. I mean,
the MAO.
If you went with just replacing the wood around the windows to the window, that's a big saver right there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he was I don't know what he was, he was like advertising as a handyman, and they came over and worked. They're the ones that, no, there was a second one I called it. Okay, it was the guys that did my porch.
Challenge with this league.
I showed them the window in there, and they said it'd be a lot cheaper just to
not ready
the
to
wood
go.
around it. He goes, if I knew how to do it myself, it'd be nothing to do.
Love to see him get to the next
They said that around the foundation just needs new concrete or mortar put around it.
Mm-hmm.
And the back porch, like I said, it's very small. It would just need some wood. Everything had rotted. Okay. It's just an area. He told me just replace the slabs, and so it would need to be done there.
Okay.
He had a lot of major, a lot of stuff done on it, like I told you.
Mm-hmm.
House is up to code on wiring, circuit breakers. The worst part, I'm not gonna lie to you, is the crawl space. It's unfinished, the dirt. There's a dirt pile down there. It doesn't really have a floor. It's like bricks put in, but you can see the dirt.
Right.
And there is a room that has a real thick slab, concrete slab, so it's built up higher, and that's where the washer dryer, and I have a chest freezer, which I'll leave all that.
So it's gonna need a little bit of work.
Yeah.
It's gonna need a little bit of work. Okay. Okay. I'm curious. I know I said 30, knowing that it's gonna need a little bit of work. Would you take 15 for it?
Oh no.
Okay. What makes you say no?
I can't go that. I'm not gonna go that low.
What makes you say no to 15?
Because I've got a lot invested in that in my home, and
right.
The house is valued up a lot higher than the 30 even.
Well,
it's up to the 60 range.
I assume you had more than 30 invested in it.
Huh?
I assume you had more than 30 invested in it.
Well, I think I just felt half of what it was worth is fair, being that the windows got to be fixed and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that would be a fair price, being that they're going to invest, fixing the windows and flooring.
So what I'm looking at is, maybe you can help me out. So what I'm looking at are houses that are selling for 35 in fixed up shape that don't have those type of things. So that's why once you start telling me more about the stuff that needs fixed up, that's why I'm wondering, what if we can just split it in half and I come in at 15.
I have a mortgage on it I got to pay up too. It's a little over 14.
A little over 14. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what is your payments on that?
If you're watching,
14 that you got on your mortgage.
Okay, with
he's not ready to go.
Taxes, payment of the mortgage, and what's the other thing you put all together?
Biggest suggestions. Get to the next week.
I can't remember the other item. I've been asked this before. It was $385.
385. What you're paying a month? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Okay. What if I can? I don't know if I can even do this because I'm playing around with the numbers, knowing that it's going to.
What is the time he has left?
Instead of me trying to give you a whole
4 minutes,
30 grand, or give you.
I want to message him because he might be able to get one fresh call in.
What if
with 3.5 minutes?
Leave the mortgage where it is, and I just put, I don't know, $2,500 in your pocket.
What do you mean leave the mortgage?
Just don't mess with the mortgage. Just leave the mortgage where it is, and I give you $2,500.
I'm not quite understanding. So you're saying for me to pay off the mortgage?
No. Let's not pay off the mortgage. Let's just leave the mortgage where it is. It's $300 you're paying. It's not that much amount of money. I'll take the $300 and something and I'll pay the mortgage. But I'm able to give you, $2,500 because what I'm looking like now is I'm at 15 grand. If I do 15, you only get $1,000.
Right.
At least if we leave the mortgage, I don't have to come up with $15,000. So I can give you an extra $1,500, $2 grand.
Okay, so you give me that cash.
Yeah, cash in your pocket.
And then you're paying off the mortgage.
No, I'm not paying off the mortgage.
Okay, what's going to happen with the mortgage that's under my name?
It's going to stay where it is because it's only $300. Why not just keep paying $300?
Okay. So you want me to keep paying?
No.
I'm not understanding you.
I'll pay the $300. I'll pay your mortgage.
Okay, so how do you do that though? If it's in my name, do you
Well, we just set up with a third party company. What they do is I pay them, they will pay your bank. And they will send notifications out to you, the bank, and me and everybody else to verify that everything is on the up and up.
Okay.
What are your thoughts about this right now?
I'm just not used to all this. This is all new, trying to figure out which the best way to do everything.
Right.
Okay, so you're going to give how much cash on top of that?
$2,500. That'll be cash to you in your pocket. The mortgage is gonna stay in place, and I'm gonna make the mortgage payments for you. What this allows me to do is to come in and just do the repairs. I don't have to come out of pocket like a whole $15,000.
Okay.
So now the $15,000 that I was gonna give to pay the mortgage and everything off, I can use it into the house. Does that make sense?
Kind of if you're going over the 30 I was asking for, aren't you?
No.
Because you said 25 cash?
I don't think she understands the term.
Yes, $25,000. I mean, $2,500.
Yeah.
You're including the mortgage price in that?
Am I including the mortgage price in that?
What the mortgage is?
The mortgage is 14. You told me, right?
I believe it's down to 14.
14. Yeah. So the 14 is staying in place, and what's happening is I'm giving you $2,500, $2,500.
Oh, I'm okay. I thought you said 2,500 cash. Okay.
Yeah, 2,500 cash.
I mean 25,000. I was thinking.
No, maybe I mixed that up saying that. I sometimes get those numbers, get that twisted up.
So you're offering.
There it is. That was time.
Well,
that was 30 minutes.
30 minutes on the call. Man, the comments were brutal. Listen, and all I can say is that was a lot of things that I'd never seen before. I'd never seen some of those strategies ever used. But at the end of the day, it sounds like he was getting some traction with the lady. But that was different. The judges are scoring, and I am extremely, extremely interested to see exactly what they think about that call. Tell me, the comments right now are going absolutely ape shit in the comments right now, and I got to be honest with you. A couple of times, I didn't know exactly where the angle was going, right? But I'm always open to learning something new, and we're gonna see. Listen, let's see what the judges are saying. I think Liam is already done. Let's go ahead and get Liam up. And can we get Liam up? Liam, what were your thoughts about this call? Yeah.
The first thing I want to say is everybody in here in the chat who is speaking in a disrespectful manner, I don't vibe with that, guys. He is up here in front of hundreds of people live. That will break some people. Some people don't work well under that type of pressure. Unfortunately, that was one of those instances. I don't think we really need to go too deep into the calls here. It wasn't his best performance today. The lack of confidence, lack of direction. I think that he could have benefited from some better preparation. He's in the Bahamas right now. He's not in his usual environment. There's some factors that are going into it, but man, for him just to get out here to make dials in front of everybody, and I'm sure he was feeling that, man, I'm not at my highest level of operating right now, but to continue to push through that in front of all these people, man, I mean, that takes some guts. I think that takes more balls to push through that than what anybody else has done today during this competition. So keep that in mind, everybody. Keep that in mind. There's a lot of eyeballs here. There's a lot of pressure on these people. Keep that in mind.
Wow. So the score, let's break this down. What we got here, Liam?
I think what the main thing for the baseline I would have liked to see is just a level of assertiveness and confidence. If he had had that, it would have leveled him up probably 3 or 4 times. If he had just found that within himself. Because listen, he qualified for a reason. He got through auditions to get here. That was a submission process and an audition process. He passed under our judges' radars. He was clearly good enough in that, so he made it here, and I just think that it was the eyeballs and the pressure that affected him too much.
Yeah, it happens. It happens to the best of us. So listen, thank you for that, Liam. Let's go ahead and get Brandon up here so we can see what Brandon's thoughts were on this particular call. I mean,
man, I want to give Jamar a big round of applause. Like I said, like Liam was saying, I think that a lot of people were a little too brutal in the comments. But it takes a lot to come up on here and be judged on a scale. As he was saying, he may not be in the right setting. He may be having something going on. He might have been on some Mai Tais. I don't know. You in the Bahamas, right? It's Thursday. I don't know, right? But unfortunately, obviously, it is a competition. We are here to judge based on people's performance. So I don't know if they can bring up my scorecard. What I want this to be for everybody is more of a teaching moment. And I'm gonna break it down this way, right? Some of the things that I saw or that I heard from Jamar were things like, when she talked about being paralyzed, he said, that sucks, right? These are things that you kind of don't want to say, right? You want to be able to be on the same side as the actual seller. So here's a couple things that I would recommend, guys, when it comes down to doing these things. Number one, understand that there's not really a script out there. There's a process. All right. You want to learn a process because scripts come and go. Typically, what I like to do is look at timeline, ownership, occupancy, and motivation. Those are the things that I go by, and I'm trying to literally get as much rapport as possible. After that, I eliminate all the competitors. And then after that, I go into what's called SMART, save money, risk, and time. And I think that if you can go through that piece of it when it comes down to talking to any seller, you should be able to go ahead and get that deal in their contract. Like I said, big shout out to Jamar. I keep my head high. It takes a lot to come up on here. I just wanted to give you, your kudos and your flowers, for making it this far, brother.
Listen, thank you for that. Man, let's get Nick up here, man. That's as honest and straightforward as you can be. Nick, I mean, you saw what we saw. What's your take?
It wasn't his best day.
Okay.
It just wasn't his best day. I don't know exactly what he was trying to accomplish, because I feel like we didn't see what the judges saw in the preliminary assessment before this competition. So I don't believe it was his best day. To follow up with that, it is challenging. It is difficult. The white lights are very bright, and I didn't take a look at the comments, but I'll tell you this: the majority of people, don't understand the level of difficulty that it takes to get up here and perform at a high level and really put their skill set on display. So, I just think it wasn't his best day, and I'd love to see him come back, maybe, hop on some lives and really be able to redeem himself, because I think everybody is going to have something like this happen. So I'd love to see him rebound and really show us what the judges in the preliminary round saw. This is my score. Pretty black and white. Definitely on the lower side because it wasn't his best performance. Number one, rapport, I scored him a 2, right? I felt as if the report that he was building was irrelevant for the most part, but there was still some type of connection being built. I just wish it was more relevancy. and just more direction. Negotiations, I felt there was little to none. I gave him a 1. I felt that in the negotiation process, you got to be firm, you got to be concrete, and you got to be confident, and you got to be quick. And he lacked that today. Creative option, didn't hear much of it. Didn't like the delivery, nor I didn't get the vibration or see a creative option. So I scored it a 0. Handling objections. I felt as if he had a couple good sayings in there. He had a couple, instances where he was able to, handle an objection, but he didn't really follow up with reasoning behind it, right? And I would have loved to see more of that. And then last but not least, the identifying the pain. I scored him a 2 because I felt on that last call, she was in a tough spot, and he acknowledged that. She sounded lost and she sounded confused, and she didn't understand the creative part that he was trying to structure. So I definitely give Jamar some credit because he was trying to get something signed. She just didn't know what it was. And she was confused about the 2,500. She was confused about the 30,000. She was confused in general. So to conclude, for everybody watching, and I loved what Brandon said, there's not a script, it's a process for me. Mine is even shorter. It's open. Are they open to an offer? Yes or no, right? And if they're a warm lead like this, they definitely are. Number 2, condition. You could dictate that in 2 places, cosmetic or heavy repairs. That's going to justify why you have to be so low, cosmetically or heavy repairs. And then last but not least, your process. We can buy an as-is condition, no fixing, no repairing, no maintenance, no real estate commissions. And we're going to be at about $14,000 cash. Would that work for you, Mr. Seller? And then guess what? You shut up and let them answer. Typically, the first person who talks loses. So I would love to hear him just say, hey, I got to be at about, the MAO on that last one was like 15,000. I would love to hear him say, hey, I got to be at 15,000 cash. I can close here and there. Would that work? And she would have probably said no. And plus she needed a lot of time, and he could have moved on to the next call. So in conclusion, Jamar, I'm going to give you a round of applause because I know what it's like. I know the lights are very, very, very bright. It just wasn't your best day. I would love to hear, to see you come back. And I want to see what that best day looks like, man. So, All
right. Man, well, Jamar, let's get Jamar up and get his take on this. Thank you so much for that, Nick. I mean, that was a phenomenal breakdown. And thank you for that educational piece as well, Nick. Shout out to you for that. Jamar, man, what are your thoughts?
I mean, the points are the points. Yeah, that first call, definitely a little, I wouldn't say nervousness, kind of caught me off guard when she called in. I was scrambling, trying to find the address and everything. So it was a little bit of that stuck me. And once it stuck me, I couldn't recover on that first call. But the second lady, I was going for an option because she did tell me she didn't want to sell to 3 to 6 months. And most people would follow up with her. What I like to do is create an option. Hey, she wants to sell it. She wants to sell it for 30,000. Why don't I get an option? And I got 6 months, 3 months to try to find a buyer for 30,000. So that's how I was initially going after her. And then I seen the MAO and all that stuff, and I went in. I got tunnel vision in on that, trying to get her at 15,000. So well, that's pretty much what happened. But hey, it is what it is.
Are you going to be following up on that last call? You think you got some traction there?
Sir. Yes, sir. I'm trying to see anybody that's in Ohio. I'm not in Ohio. I don't virtually wholesale. I stay in. I mean, that's why my offer was going to be the way it was, which was an option because I do deals in Georgia, Atlanta. So that I would have held on to it and found a buyer.
Cool deal. Well, here's the deal, man. Thank you so much for that, Jamar.
Oh, man. Appreciate it.
Listen, man, this has been a phenomenal competition, you guys. And this is what it's all about. This is what it's all about. We put it all on the table, right? We show up nervous. We show up sometimes over-prepared, sometimes under-prepared. But at the end of the day, the scores are the scores and the contracts will dictate the winners and the losers. And that's what makes this great. But I want to let you guys in on something that, like one of the best kept secrets in the industry when it comes to marketing. If you're not working, with the best, you're not playing the game to win. This is a fact. Okay. So if you're getting emails, if you're getting ads, SMS messages from the Closers Olympics, okay, it is thanks to our team and our sponsor, Mike Walsh from uprankpro.com. uprankpro.com. And we're not the only ones that's working with this guy, because listen, it's a lot of the top industry leaders in this space who can pretty much lay out exactly why they work with Mike Walsh on a day-to-day basis with Uprank Pro. And listen, we got a video. I don't even want to talk about it. I want to let the facts and the deets speak for itself. We had this video.
People know that I respect you that much that we've turned down some of the biggest requests to speak, and I'm still showing up for Michael Walsh.
Michael Walsh is the man. He built my funnel. For my good friend, Mike Walsh. Michael Walsh and the whole team absolutely crushed it for us.
To Angela and Michael Walsh for helping us grow our business.
With his team, has really elevated our entire organization. And he knows what he's doing. You tell him what you want, he's going to do it. He's a pro. In the event space, funneling traffic space, marketing space.
Just super appreciative and grateful for the Uprank team with Michael and Angela and all that they do and they've done for us and me in the past.
Bro, I admire you. I respect you. I know you care about community. You guys are building your own. It is so freaking fun to watch. And it's why we said yes to this, bro. Not only because you're freaking cool, but because of what your values are, man.
Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Listen, please go to uprank.com, uprankpro.com right now and book a call. Get a free ebook and let them know that the Closers Olympics sent you, and you will get you a free bonus. Make sure you check out uprankpro.com and tell Mike Walsh I said, my guy, deuces. You know what I mean? But here's the deal. I want you to also know that, listen, we're going to get to the bonuses. We're getting to the bonuses. But before we do that, I want to also let you know that the early bird tickets are still available. They're still available. Make sure you pick up your early bird tickets for the great price that we got them for. Plus, you get the 50 plus hours like we talked about before. I know you guys are ready to hear who is the winner, and I'm ready to hear who's the winner as well. But make sure that you get your tickets right now as we speak. Get that bundle real quick. But here's the deal. We got a winner. We got a winner, and I'm pretty sure some of you guys already know who this winner is. Awesome display of skill set without commission breath. That's amazing. That is what really, really set him apart for me. And I just want to announce my guy, Guy, Anthony Guy Carmona in the building as the winner of the round 5 qualifiers for the Closers Olympics. How do you feel, my Guy?
Feels good, man. I appreciate, shout out to all like the Closers Olympics team for setting everything up. Yeah, it's been fun. That was terrifying. I usually don't put myself out there and do these kind of things. So that was definitely a new experience. But yeah, I mean, shout out to the rest of the competitors as well. It's so tough being out here for sure. Yeah, I'm glad I got to do this. I want to do this more often. The reason I did this was because I wanted to like connect with more people in the industry and you know, start doing that and putting myself out there for sure eventually. Like I said, when I was calling like in Q4, that was tough. So I'm still playing like catch up for that. And if I can connect with anyone, you know, who kind of like needs help closing or who's got leads and we can make a deal work together, like I'm willing to work, I'm willing to learn, I'm hungry. Yeah, here's my info. I'm not sure if you can see that. Let me see. There, my Instagram. That's my phone number. Reach out to me. Let's connect. Let's make something happen. I'm hungry. I want to go.
I love it, man. Listen, it was an absolute pleasure watching you do your work, man. Listen, next up, we got my guy, Nayman, coming up. What's going on, my guy?
What up, Byron? How you doing, dog?
Nayman, man. Listen, man, what did you think?
It was interesting watching a couple guys, you know, because I know I'm going to be competing against one of these winners. And, you know, so Guy did a good job. I know he said he's low key and all that, but the low key's got to go. The main stage is coming, man. You got to be lined up against some straight killers in the next round. But I was just happy to get on here and support the Closer Olympics community, man. I'm all about service and impact and adding value. And so I was just, you know, happy to get on here and add value to this event.
Love it, man. What do you think is going to take place July?
Oh, dude, we're going to get on there. We're going to freaking try to kill each other. It's going to be fun. I know I can't wait for, you know, things to start really heating up now. Now that we got the full roster, you know, lined up, it's going to be fun. You know, we got a lot of trash talkers that are in this because we're all sales guys. So it's going to be a lot of fun, man. I'm just glad that we got another good person that can add value to the event.
I love it, man. This was phenomenal, man. Let's get my guy Liam in the building because he has a special announcement. What we got?
Well, everybody, first I want to thank you guys for showing up and giving us a little piece of your time this day, this week. I know that this event was 3 hours and 45 minutes long. Guy Carmona came out on top, but here's the thing. We ain't done. We are not done. Because in the chat, we have some excellent high-level closers that are already in the very highest level that people are qualifying for. So we're going to have Munif Saza, Max Jimenez, and Daniel Quijano. We're all going to do a qualifiers after party. It's going to be on the Speed to Lead YouTube channel. So just head over there. And as soon as we wrap this up, which is right after me here, we're going to pop on live there, do the same thing, get some dials in, talk sales, maybe get a deal or two done. That's it.
Wow. Amazing. Listen, man, what are your thoughts, man, on this 5th round, man? What are your thoughts just in general on what we just got a chance to witness?
Man, it was strong competition, but it's only going to get stronger. So I hope that Guy gets himself prepared. I hope that he goes in and trains in the lab every single day because he is going to need it. Guys, RJ Bates won last year, 2021, the last one that we had. He is currently on a 50-day challenge where he is doing 50 deals in 50 states in 50 days. He has been on the phone for 8 hours a day for the last 35 days. He's going to be doing it for the next couple weeks too. He is preparing. You guys have got to beat that. So, Guy, you got to get yourself ready for that, man.
Wow. Well, listen, practice makes perfect. I just want to say thank you for everybody who came out to the 5th runner-up to see who will be the #1 challenger on July. And we're going to see exactly who deserves to be the absolute champion. And listen, make sure you pick up your tickets, your early bird tickets right now as we speak, because July 28th through the 31st, we're going to be putting it down. Listen, all holds barred. It's going to be straight warfare in terms of sales. So make sure that you get your early bird tickets right now and that bundle so we can take it to the next level. But with that being said, I think we got another classic in the books. And we're going to see y'all in July, baby. Yes, indeed.